About to go live, got all eyes on me. Give a damn what they talk about, got soldiers ride with me. And they know I'm lethal, I got my reach. Said I was gonna get it. They gon' see, but they ain't gon' believe. Can't stop, I can't now. Hold on, let me get the breakdown. Train to go like a cane now. I'm about to let my light shine. We piped up, turn the pipe down. These niggas selling pipe dreams. Baby girl, you sweet as ice cream, and I need, you better believe. Sit back, look at my cheeks. Why you had to check my demeanor? Competition ain't free. I'm about to take him to the clique. They gon' get started depressed. Please not start no mess. These niggas petty and I'm not impressed. I have them holding his chest like he having heart attacks. Told you I'm hard to death. I know that they see it, but they don't believe. Look at him so misleading. 144, mission complete. We undefeated, you better believe. Fuck being equal, I'm getting equal. Drop a line note like a bomb motor. Prepare for the fallout. One way solid, what you talking about? Me and my nigga bout to ball out. These little nigga better bow out. Tell him rank up, tell him fall out. I'm on my job, I can't call out. I'm in the winter, want it all now. Don't give a damn about the track record, little nigga, you about to lose today. Look, I got moves to make. You can even move, you can get moved away. Choose your fate. Most of these fools, they fake. Ain't got a card to play. Nigga, ain't hard to break. It don't get dark today, like the rest of Sean told the hard way. Nigga, wait out of your league, please believe. About to go live, got all eyes on me. Give a damn what they talk about, got soldiers ride with me. And they know I'm lethal, I got my reasons. I'm gon' get it, yeah. Know they gon' see, but they ain't gon' believe. Sick with it, now you know that. Fuck the world, I can't go back. Ain't no coward, I don't know that. Bitch, I'd rather take a toe tag. Run it up, you know I'm good to go. Work my ball, you know I'm good as gold. They want smoke, got revenge naked in my bedroom doing the Tootsie Roll. Big dog niggas, I'm trying. This my time, you way out of line, way out of bounds. Oh, you ain't noticed the line. That on my flow is a vibe. I know it's gon' be stressed. I know it's gon' be pressure. Gotta stay focused. It's a cool word, baby girl. I should be a soldier, you should be my loaded. It feel like something controlling me. Spirit take over me, holding me high with it. Believe me, it's over, look over my shoulder, and I see my soldiers and they ain't no play. He spitting fake, he real, but I'm realer. Fucking leader, I don't feel her. Fucking God, I don't feel her. Cut his eye, I'm about to kill her. Wait, hold up, let me catch the rhythm. Okay, I got it, I'm ready. He cross that line, he gon' regret it. No high rock, I rock it steady. Hope he keep it going steady. You better believe me. Certified, one west solid, it ain't hard to tell. Can't lie, this hard as hell. These people racist, nigga, better watch yourself. I'm getting this mail. Chasing them blue faces like I'm Gargamel. And I work too hard to fail. Glock with me, gotta guard yourself. You know why I keep it, they try to come get me, I'm squeezing, you better believe. About to go live, got all eyes on me. Give a damn what they talk about, got soldiers ride with me. And they know I'm lethal, I got my reasons. I'm gon' get it, yeah. Know they gon' see, but they ain't gon' believe.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do. Huh? You young niggas ain't tough. You young niggas ain't tough. You young niggas ain't tough enough. I don't think y'all really wanna fuck with us. I told you we no bitches. I'ma need for you to listen while I paint this perfect picture. We not Christians, watch your mouth. Have them angels in your house. And them people bring you out. Bitch, you know we got that power. And you know we not no cowards. Oh, you on that bullshit? Well, I'm on it too. Oh, you think I'm bullshitting? Wait till I get with ya. If I gotta go to ground, I'ma shut the town down. I ain't about to stop until I hear stand down. All you gonna see is a lot of man down. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the Lord of course. On one accord. We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground. We go to ground. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the Lord of course. On one accord. We ain't never stopping ground, we go to ground.
If I live, let me make one thing clear. The Lord is the only man I fear.
We are not the same. No, we not related. I'm not stuck on living. Death is a vacation. My camp undefeated. You cannot debate it. You just want the clout. We just want the greatest. I'm just trying to get it. If not, I'm trying to take it. Give me that. I say fuck the devil. You think I'm talking Satan? One West in my blood. I'm a UPK creation. We don't give a fuck. You can see it in our faces. Got it out the mud. Straight up out the base. The world done made me crazy. The world done turned crazy.
You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the Lord of course. On one accord. We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground. We go to ground. You dealing with the men of war. We at war.
They know about
I
that
sided
shit.
with the Lord of course. On one accord. We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground.
144,
we go
nigga.
to ground.
You see me riding with them people I be sliding with. We take the truth, ain't no denying it. It's this fire I spit, I got that line script. I put that pressure on them, about to put extra on them. This how the Lord is doing you. Boy, I tried to warn you. We go to ground, I own your time, yeah. You wanna blaze, we in them last days. They tried to keep my niggas locked up in them cages, yeah. I'm in pages, yeah. In them scriptures, yeah. I'm gon' flip it, yeah. I got that shit rockin'. Got that bulletproof hearted spirit, yeah. Retarded with this Glock, I'm gon' give it to you. You with them niggas that's gon' go to ground. Take over and you know your place. Make no mistakes. There ain't gon' be no trace. Ain't gon' be nothing left. Spit to my last breath. Boy, better watch yourself. I'm coming with lashes. Hey, leave them niggas in them ashes. I'm flowing like ashes. They killing the masses. It's cool, cuz when I meet the king, we gon' be masters. Yeah.
West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been the proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A
when the heat's on, none of them can get through the fire around with me. And I had a nigga spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Yay-Z, you know the chop. Ayazahab. Badness no sir. Let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the Glock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket stay boy. You must see one Baptist prayer. When the map stick raise that big straight. Shot misplaced, the key them in your head stop misbehaved. Crack his face, the key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this place. War with them bunny like plastic plate. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We no take drape up, we no take beat up, we no stay up. And when the next day come, we no change up. Man, I ask them bad as them wake up. AK bus boy head top shake up. So tell a pussy well don't violate us. No care where your status, where you take up. Every man a killer till miss a dead face you straight up. Great stuff, one Westlink bigger than NATO. Man we boss it to NATO. Only man we afraid of, that are the creator, the maker. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15 and AR rounds. AR-15s and AR rounds. AR-15s and let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the Glock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot gasket stay boy. You must see one Baptist prayer. When the map stick raise that lick straight. Shot misplaced. The teeth them in your head stop misbehave. Crack his face. The key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this space. War with them bunny like plastic plate. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds.
Jefferson shot broke a thumb.
Jefferson.
1 second, I think my volume was off. Jefferson shot thumb. You okay here?
No, your volume on. You come in loud and clear.
Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me show you all this new trick I find, man. Oh. Oh boy, this year
Right,
right here,
right.
this year was a good year, boy. Trust me. Listen, I could smell water as of today.
I'm telling you.
I know what brand you're drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I know if it was at the back of the warehouse or at the front. I'm trying to tell you.
Hmm.
I know it just
Shalom.
by
You can tell what.
fast.
it's like
But
like every time you do this fast, like it get more intense and more intense because for the past couple years doing the fast, this one is like it like it really testing you more and more now. So it's like
shit, listen, I thought I had passed that stage. Like, I thought I was, yeah, I'm good for the one day. Yeah, I mean, listen, me and that first fast was a fast from hell. That first day of atonement, brother. I listen. Somebody out gonna call someone for that one.
Man, I never forget that first fast.
Yep.
That first fast. I mean, I called John Mayak. Just finished training. He's like, 9 o'clock. Are you asking me to break the fast act?
No, but it wasn't even training. It was a full game that went into overtime.
Yeah, but we had to train the next morning.
We had training next morning, and we got a game the day the fast start.
Yes.
So, and we dealing with some heathens on that team, Mark. And one of them idiots forget the cooler with the water back in the damn locker room.
Yeah.
So it's a away game somewhere in Germantown.
Oh,
Get back
man.
on the damn bus to head back, no water. Then somebody called, I think it was John Mayak self-call. And say, yeah, okay, today is the beginning of the day of atonement. Now I talk to him and tell me that I look at him like he had 10 demons. Brother, the father will mouth white. I say, yo, I go and drink something. He's like, nah, you can't do it. I say, if I find water on this bus, I'm drinking.
Yeah.
And I think we had camp the next day. We had training in the morning and then camp the next day.
Yeah.
Brother, when I break that fast, brother, I damn near, there was I remember a 2-liter bottle of soda with my Jamaica Thumb whole apartment. Brother, I nearly eat the plastic out. And I ring that thing, I even poison a cup, bro. I was so damn carnal, brother. After that day of atonement, brother, nothing could not be movable at this point.
Yeah.
Brother, I'll never forget. I get the news on the bus. I was like, well, listen, well, they go, let we drink something. He said, nah, the sun done down. Brother, I mean, and I think we lost the game too. The game went to overtime, man. So like 90 minutes plus extra half hour. Brother, we going on the bus.
With a JA coach, a Jack, you know what I mean?
Brother, a total idiot coach. And there's no water. Run 90 minutes. You're training next morning, and then we go to camp. Brother, listen, I was seeing the Sahara dust in DC. We was down there at 8 on age, and I was seeing the Sahara, the Mojave Desert. You know the heat. The camp was doing this.
Yeah.
Like, well, surely I paid for all my sins that day. Mentally, I was dry. I couldn't even sweating salt.
Yeah.
That one was rough. I mean, after that, brother. But something about today, I don't know.
Yeah.
Today I wanted water more than anything.
Yeah.
It was right. It was right and good for the spirit. And something today too, because I had to move around a little bit. And I'm noticing how people just unbelievably impatient for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Drive around here, rev, watch it, and then go right down the block to stop at the red light. You know what I mean? Like the whole earth needs a day of atonement.
Right. Okay.
By force.
Yeah, that coming. I mean? That coming.
The whole earth need one by force.
That coming. Them Arabs going trade right now. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the stories too. You know what I mean? Either you surrender or you starve.
One or the other.
Yeah.
One or the other. So, you know what I mean? Tonight we're gonna hold it down for Commander Journey, the hottest wicked man in Israel. He might still come, he might come on through. I know tomorrow he's gonna be up there with a car doing that Hebrew Academy, rocking it out, man. You brothers, you young soldiers, man, y'all stay, cleave onto that academy, hold on to it with two hands.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? Because it's gonna change you, it's gonna make your character and in your career and the truth.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
It's gonna make you into something.
If I could,
Go ahead, Cap.
I noticed that the piece. As I was like interacting with people, things was moving a little more slower. I was able to choose my words a little more wisely as far
Yeah.
as like fishing and stuff like that. Things are just a little more slower, like you said. People in the world just moving fast for nothing.
Yeah, for no reason, man. For no reason. Half the shit they're doing, there's no need for it. There's absolutely no need for it, but they don't understand it. They don't get it. They think they're on the last, and they don't even know they're on the last. So like you know what I mean. So we're gonna for sure get in tonight. I hope and all of y'all out there in TV land, for obey the feast, like you're supposed to. You know what I mean? I'm rocking with it. Hold on. Some
That's
technical
right.
difficulties here. Yeah, obey the feast and benefit from it. It adds something to your spirit. You know what I mean? Add something to yourself. You know what I mean? You could go without certain things. You don't need certain things in life. And you're able to function without it, and it's just way better. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely better. You know what I mean? What's going on, Cap?
Shalom, Yahaba, Shemachapaktam.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
man. Yeah, so just making sure hope everybody really benefit from it, because it's this year, this was a affliction for us, but the Lord put in something on the rest of the world that they wish they would have had their day of atonement to deal with, versus everything else that they have going on, from the missiles to the damn flooding and the hurricane and the storms, the earthquakes, the politics. I mean, them kids catching hell in school too. Damn, they got
Yeah.
some horrific story. There's one teacher, she just drugging the kids. She just drug. She called it the
What?
sleepy patch. Yep, she called it the sleepy patch, brother. They put a damn like the nicotine patch. Imagine they make a melatonin patch, and she just stick it on the children, the whole class out. The parents in the house
Damn.
at night, they going to sleep. They hearing the child up 2 a.m. in the morning, can't figure out what the hell going on. The little girl say, "Yeah, mommy, that's my sleepy patch." The mother started ask the other.
Yo.
The mother started ask the other parents. The other parents have some other stories about the child just wouldn't stop crying. For some reason, the child just saying he wouldn't stop crying. Come to find out, this teacher has put in some sleepy patch, some drug-induced patch on these kids for God knows what, so that they don't have to do their job. I would imagine.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Yeah, man.
But them thing, as I said, them thing will make them kids addictive. You know what I mean?
Not just addicted. Who knows what kind of allergic reactions were happening. The kids today is a little bit different than before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kids today is a little bit different than before. We had 5-second rule and shit. You know what I mean? Drinking from the hose and yeah, I mean, we had certain things we would do that we was immune to. People, you know what I mean? Now, shit. You have a whole damn collapse, a whole bodily function collapse in a school, dealing with what's going on now. So it's hell. And we had to deal with Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Shut his damn Hamite mouth. Yeah, I mean, he done choose. I think this is his first public statements about Kamala Harris, right? I think he was quiet all along. Really, he was just making appearances, but he ain't never saying nothing, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. I think his woman had came out and said something, but not him.
But not him.
Yeah.
And in his first vocal, statement, he chooses to do what America does anytime they want to garner support, which is lynch black men. He chooses to attack black men to garner support for Kamala Harris in the most disgusting way. You know what I mean? So,
God, if I could, a lot of the global community on the global news I've been watching, they've been talking like Donald Trump got it.
Yeah.
That's how they talking. They talking like, well, when Donald Trump, like they only talking about what his stance is on things, as far as World War III stuff and other things. I'm like, what they know that we don't know. They worried about his stance more than they ain't even mentioning most of Kamala's.
I don't know. I think they're scared of of the president. But then there's women leaders all over, right? You had Merkel from Germany.
She ain't. So like,
go ahead.
I ain't gonna make that statement. We on YouTube. Is that people? I mean, she might have a wig on. Let me just play like that. That might be a wig.
She might be second lieutenant to Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Listen, she for all intents and purposes, she's one. And the woman from Barbados, they say the same thing about her too.
Yeah, her voice.
She has all deep ass raspy voice. You know what I mean? So it can't be that part. I think it's the whole the optics of it. A woman in charge of America, brown skin colored, quote unquote. Of course, they ain't want to let it fly. So time gonna tell though. We gonna see.
Yeah,
we're gonna see how this thing gonna go.
Yeah, either way it go, I know they have a plan. Yeah, I mean, he have a plan. Either way it go. But the plan don't include the Lord though. That what I mean, and that's the nice part about it. But he have a plan. You know what I mean? But I mean, if Trump get in office, he have a plan for Trump. If that woman get in office, Kamala get in office, they have a plan. You know what I mean? Either way they do. Is what black people, Hispanics, and Native Indian people, what we gonna do?
Right.
We're gonna continue living and believing in what they're trying to tell us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So where y'all want to start? Where y'all want to go? We're gonna go with Barack first. You want to go with the Saudis? Y'all want to go with the missiles?
So
we can do Barack first. Come on.
If y'all want to, I want to get to that. I want to get to that pastor about the poor. If you get a chance, for the show.
Let's start with that one. Let's get that one out.
Which one is that?
I know once we start with Barack, it's that's the show. The show is over at that point. So let's get them in up front.
Which one is that one?
Number 6.
The pastor who said don't help the poor because it doesn't help you.
Hold on, let me get
Cap. He said he also talked about Haiti. Yeah, he it was another clip out. I think it was the extension of that clip. He was comparing Dominican Republic to Haiti. And he said something about the Dominican Republic is lit or something like that. And look at Haiti. It was some disgusting stuff he got into.
Man. Listen, when he said that, it brought back memories, man. Like I definitely remember being in the world. And I went to this preacher, my old man, he went to this preacher and asked him about the tithes, right? And this pastor told me, don't give nothing to the poor. Make sure everything comes in here to me. And even if you want to give extra to the poor, it's not going to help them. I remember that. That's why I always say, anytime I meet that preacher in Trinidad, I want back all my tithes money. Like, y'all taking this thing for Joe. Like, I ain't playing. I get that nigga good money, man. I want my money.
Hmm.
I want it all back because I remember everything he said. I remember everything he said, all his explanation. Like, nah, So I was hearing this preacher here, bro. That took me right back.
And
Yeah, he
if I
just
could, oh,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Go
no,
ahead.
I
no.
didn't
You
cut
you
you
go
off,
ahead
bro.
on. No, you go ahead.
All right, I was just gonna say, and if man, it's crazy. And he really said Dominican Republic and Haiti, right? That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's an extended version of that where he was talking about, and I think it's going into the whole thing about the poor. I think it's going into that, but I think he went into his diatribe went into comparing Dominican Republic. I guess it was the rich versus the poor or something like that, something to that effect. But it's on one of those clips where he talked about the Dominican Republic and he talked about Haiti, and somehow he tied that into his sermon about not giving to the poor for whatever reason.
And that is so wild. It's just because at the same time we raising up $100,000 to feed Haiti and Dominican Republic and whatnot. And the same time he's saying that. So you see where Satan at. You know what I'm saying? Satan. What the scripture say? Satan. He know the word of the Lord too.
Yep.
Like why didn't he say Thailand or something? Why didn't he say Congo or Nigeria or something?
Yep.
Why you going after the place that we going after to raise up and our people?
Exactly. Exactly.
It's wild. It's wild to hear that. It's wild to hear that. But it's also encouraging. You know what I mean? Because all y'all listening, man, go to the ISBK.com, put a donation for the food drive we doing in November in Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and Haiti.
That's
Put a
right.
donation on it. Type it in the comment what the donation is for. $10, $20, $200. Hell, you just got done with the Day of Atonement, right? Well, shoot, you got people out there. Their Day of Atonement is they don't get a big meal at the end. So we need to hell with what this guy talking about. I wish I could run into this guy. Like I kept my shot. Got me thinking like that. When you
Man, listen, man.
oh,
I'm trying to tell you, there's some horrible bastards. I try to find a good clip of it to play after. But if so, if you could pull up the story at least in the meantime.
Cancel.
Go ahead.
I have it. Yeah.
Cap, you know exactly where the minute marker is because I have the full tape.
Oh
No.
I don't know where the minute marker is. I know it has some people that broke it up. You talking about with the Haiti thing, or you talking about the poor?
The Haiti part. I'm scanning it through now. I think I'm gonna find. I think I could find the poor part.
Okay, I have to look. I have to try to look and see.
I know there's a few brothers who always help out. Natazagaba, Makulat. If you're all on, just scan that tape. It's all about the Benjamins, Keon Henderson, and let me know the minute marker where he talks about those two things in specific, and we're gonna go on with the story. You could just type it in the chat or wherever.
Just to add to Cap, you know what I mean, and this story is, you know what I mean, black people pay attention to this. This is, you know what I mean, once you start hearing these things, is kind of excellent in a way. That the church losing money because this dude here, he begging on a different level.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean?
Right.
Yeah, he begging on a different. When you saying you don't feed the poor, you on a different part. You understand? You on that selfish part, and your congregation they gonna know you on that selfish part. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, so it's good to hear these preachers. Really saying what they was keeping in their mind, now they're spewing it out the mouth. They're about money.
Yep.
It ain't about saving your soul. They're about, destroying their pocket so that they can live well. You know what I mean? Being a pastor, being one of them reverend, it's no different than you being a bank clerk or you know what I mean, or you running your own business. It's a business, and you had to sell it. You understand? No matter what, and that's what they're doing. You understand? And where's the scripture where it says, I think it's something what was sell the truth not or something like that. Don't sell it.
Buy the truth and sell it not.
Come.
You understand? But them preachers, they gonna buy and sell. You know what I mean? They trading inside that church. You understand?
Right.
So I hear you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whenever you're
I
ready.
can go over the story now about that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can. Pastor Keon Henderson discourages congregation from giving to the poor. Houston mega church Pastor Keon Henderson has sparked controversy after a sermon discouraging his congregation from giving to the poor. In a recent sermon at the Lighthouse Church and Ministries, Henderson told his followers there is no divine blessing in charity, unlike tithing. His remarks have stirred widespread criticism both from his church and the large Christian community.
Salaki, if I could. and you know, this, and it's called, notice the ironic part is called the Lighthouse Church.
Yep.
The Lighthouse Church. There's darkness there. There is no light in that church. And not too long ago, I think the third to last hurricane they had that hit that area, the Lord made that church a sunroof. And he was soliciting the poor or to get the money.
Crazy.
To put the roof back on the church, even though he had an insurance claim, from what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? And see, I've been waiting to go in on this cat here. Because this cat here is a charlatan.
Yep.
And the UPK has told our brothers and sisters for years that the doors of the church are closed.
That's right.
And they're especially closed if you're poor.
Yeah.
Because this cat here, and I want to say this too. When he made that PSA announcement, somebody had brought it out. When he made that PSA announcement about how he was raising money and what God told him to ask the people for, that nigga had an Alexander McQueen shirt on that was worth $400 or $500 for what I heard. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga already got money. The nigga is married to Shaq's ex-wife. I'm about to go in on this nigga tonight.
He married to who?
He married to Shaquille O'Neal ex-wife.
Wow.
So nigga, you spending Shaq's money, okay? I got to go there on this nigga, man. You spending Shaq's money, or at least you trying to spend all of Shaq's money. And you gonna say it's no blessing in helping the poor. This is how you know that the people are in. Let me tell you something. If there are any brothers and sisters in these churches that are genuinely trying to serve the Lord, you better come out of them right now.
That's right.
Because the UPK has told you that the Christian church is under a spiritual rebuke from God. Now, you just had COVID, but I'm going to tell you, the Lord is about to give another plague that's going to wipe these churches out. And that plague is going to be the truth. That's going to be a plague to these churches. And at this point, if you're still members in that church, you're not, that's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then if you're still in these churches now, you are complicit in wickedness now. The Bible says the wicked are like a congregation or a toe that's wrapped together. They all together. They all on one. So for you to be in the church and you say, you know what? And this is the ironic part about it. For those who want to say the UPK is a cult, there are people in his church that are poor that agree with this doctrine.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine you are poor and needing a quote unquote financial blessing. And you can't get it, but you're steady being told to sow a seed. Well, we got news for you, brothers and sisters out there. We in the season of harvest now. And the pastor is still telling you to sow the seed. He has tricked you. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, the church should be under, since we just got out of the Day of Atonement, you know what I'm saying, which requires fasting. The church, it should be under a financial fast until further notice.
That's right.
Right.
You understand? The church should be under a financial fast that they cannot break. Because they have exploited the Lord's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? They have exploited the Lord's chosen people. And how do you know? Now, he said there is, can you read that part again? What he said about there ain't, what kind of blessing, my brother, when it comes to charity? So, y'all, I'm sorry.
Just before, so
come. It was right
yeah, I think I don't want. I think he's scanning back a couple lines for it.
Okay.
So
it was right at the beginning. If you can you read that beginning part where he said about, because we're gonna clear all this up tonight. Because y'all tuned into the right channel to clear all this madness up right here. The UPK. Go ahead, my brother.
There is no blessing. Salakia, there's no blessing connected to the blessing the poor.
Can you stop right there, brother? Can you get this scripture for me? Can you get Matthew chapter 16, chapter 19, verse 16? Now, this is coming from Christ himself, the King, the one who they profess to say they follow. This is coming from our King, Yahushua. You understand? Right. These churches are wicked, man. Go ahead, my brother.
Matthew 19 and
verse 16, Salaki.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
That's right.
Verse 17. And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one.
So
this is God.
This is Christ telling him. He's saying, ain't none good but the Father. So Christ is giving the most high reverence over himself. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
But if thou wilt enter unto life, keep the commandments.
Keep the what?
The commandments.
And let me tell you something. The church, they don't tell you to keep the commandments. Only one commandment they tell you to keep. And guess what that commandment is? Paying the tithes. They don't tell you not to eat unclean foods. They don't tell you about all the other laws. They tell you Christ nailed it to the cross. Well, if he done away with the law, why are you stressing tithes? Go ahead.
He said unto him, which? Yahushua said, Thou shalt do no murder.
Salakia, I think we getting a little feedback.
Reverb.
Yeah, if somebody have a speaker, I don't know if it's so what.
I want to myself.
I go ahead, try that now. Yeah, that's it. It might be a speaker you all have that echo in or something.
Go ahead. The book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 18. He said unto him, which Yahushua said, Thou shalt do no murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness.
And notice this, all these, and he's saying this in the New Testament for all those who saying the law done away with. Christ is telling you, he's reading the commandments. He's telling you to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Keep going.
Can. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Keep going.
Verse 20. The young man said unto him, all these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet?
Now listen, the young man told Christ, I'm doing all that. I've done all that from my youth up to now. What do I lack? You know what I'm saying? Because he thought he had the whole package. Watch how Christ raised the bar. Pay attention, brothers and sisters, and pay attention. What is it tied to? Go ahead.
Can. Yahushua said unto him, if thou will be perfect.
If thou will be what?
Go. Perfect.
Perfect. Perfection, y'all. Because the Christian church tell you ain't nobody perfect. Let's see what perfection is tied to in this case. Go ahead.
Go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor.
And what?
Give to the poor.
One more time.
Can. Go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor.
You see that? He said, go sell what you have and give to the poor. Go ahead.
And thou shalt have the treasure in heaven, and come and follow me.
Go ahead. Verse 23.
Verse 23. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven.
You understand? So what is that trying to show you right there? Like that young man went away sorrowful, man. You understand why? Because he had great possessions. You understand? But Christ told him to sell what you have and give to the poor. You know what I'm saying? That this pastor right here is keeping you from perfection. He would tell you don't give to the poor. And what his doctrine is saying is directly against Christ. It's directly against the truth. And this is why people, you want to know why people are in the church that's poor? You're looking at it right now.
Right.
You're listening to pastors like him right now. You wonder why you're in the shape that you are and why they continue to blame you for your. Meanwhile, the tithes is there for the poor. The tithes is there for to help the brothers and sisters, man. The orphans, the widows. We wouldn't have to rely on this government for welfare if the tithes was going into the right place.
Right.
But it's going to a peon named Keon, in the words of my wife. A peon named Keon. Up there, you know what I'm saying? Ripping people off. You know what I'm saying? Well, get a rich man to give you the money then. Don't ask the poor.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I yield.
No, you so right, Cap. You so right about that, and it's so slimy where for you to say something like this in the time we in, like we 3 years removed from the COVID epidemic or pandemic. People are still not recovered from that. You know, people lost their businesses, lost their homes, you know what I mean, because of the financial downturn. And then you come now and say, well, whatever is floating around now, it must come to you and to nobody else. Like you are slimy, slimy bastard. Like this here is what you call pimping. This is old school pulpit pimping, like how you would have a pimp and prostitute. Like this is old school pimping right here. And we're gonna play the clip just now. When he speaks, his audience is supporting it. Is absolutely supporting it, which lets you know the state of our people, man. Like we in a real bad state right now. Like could you imagine a Palestinian imam or minister or some Hezbollah minister, one of them getting up and saying, "Don't give to the poor, give to him because you can't." That would be his last speech.
Right.
He ain't gonna get to say nothing else after that. But only us, we, you know, we take the role that the scripture say we've had that horse forehead. And these pimps get to, you know, come up all the way. You know what I mean? Let me see if I could get some of this clip for you so you could hear.
Copy.
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
Salaka, if I could.
One
but-
second, Kapash.
Okay.
Kapash. Go ahead, Nathan. Your mic is low though. Your mic real low.
Low?
Yeah.
It's still low?
No, it's louder.
Okay. Still I keep on that.
No sweat.
That picture that you had up with Shaq and him, that to me say 1,000 words. I don't know.
Come on.
But it seems as if he's competing with Shaq. And that woman is the one that, you know what I mean, like she is the money. If
That's
you understand
right.
what I'm saying. Like
That's right.
she's the one where, okay, she accustomed to this type of money. But this Negro ain't bringing in that type of money. Shaq bringing in. You understand what I'm saying? So he really trying to hustle for her. You understand? He like a drug dealer. If you understand what I'm saying. To the point whereas his whole hustle is to please her. To hell with that congregation. I have to deal with this when I go back home. And I want your money to deal with this.
Listen,
Salakia.
them is some big shoes to fill in them. There's some big shoes to fill in them.
That's right.
I remember when Shaq shoes came out, everybody was going down to the mall. That shoe stretched from your damn shoulder to your damn wrist. them is some big shoes to fill. Like he had to really go out there and grind. He had to go out there and sell water, drive Uber, and then go do a sermon every Sunday. Like he had to hustle if that's what he wanted. And listen, you right, he had to provide that lifestyle. You know, Kapash, I think you're trying to jump in.
Yeah, kind. I mean, yo, what y'all saying? So heavy. I ain't want to stop the video though. I didn't know if you had the video already.
Yeah, whenever I could play it right after, but go ahead.
Oh, I mean, I was just gonna say, like, man, what he's saying is so wicked, and it's so evil and out of the spirit. Some, especially if he brought up the Haitians and Dominicans, man. I ain't gonna stand for nobody talking about the Lord shows of people like that, you know. And I'm gonna say one thing that I saw when I was out there in Dominican Republic. One thing I saw brothers walking around with little cases, shining shoes, man. And one time I paid the brother. I said, all right, let me see what's up. Let me pay him. Man, he put his whole spirit into shining my shoes for a little bit of nothing, man. To see our people, you know, in that type of state, that is just one other thing I seen while I was out there. A brother had a Haitian who was cutting the grass, dealing with his grass at his crib.
Right.
The Haitian brother had to cut the grass. He was cutting the grass with some big scissors.
Wow.
In the heat, outside in the heat, man. And I said, man, our people going through it, man. When I seen him, I said, this looked like ancient Egypt or some shit, man.
That's right.
In the heat of the Pharaoh, you know, fucking moving mud into brick.
Yeah.
So, you know, this dude right here, man, he don't know what he's talking about. He gonna lead his whole congregation into straight destruction, man. He gonna lead his congregation to destruction. Oh, go ahead, Salahi, man.
No, I just wanted to piggyback real quick on that point. Just on that point. We said before, a few shows before, like the Lord knows our poverty. He knows our struggle. And that is a blessing in this time. Because that brother who cut in the grass with the scissors and that brother who shining shoes, he ain't got no time to do what Diddy doing. He ain't got no time to destroy his people like that. It's damn near like the Lord is delivering us in a way. And in no way am I saying we should be all downtrodden and stuff. But we had to start to look for what's there in front of us and, you know, the benefit of it. And that thing separates us from a certain lifestyle that these bastards is used to. It separates us totally from them, makes us not even in their conversation unless it's to ignore, you know, like how we say, ignore the poor, forget the poor. but because the poor wouldn't come take part in your church orgies. The poor wouldn't come take part. The poor got way more. They're rich in more morals than you could even imagine to have. You supposed to be a preacher. You done had what? I think you had about 2 or 3 wives before Shaq read.
It's cap. They
Come on.
didn't brought out they didn't brought out that they were saying they started digging up all his stuff, man. They started saying that when he was married or whatnot with his other wife, they were saying that him and Shawnee, they was talking about that they first met on a blind date, but they got images of her coming to the church way
Damn.
before way before that blind date, brother. So I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But this whole thing about how he trying, like you said, he trying to fill Shaq's shoes, man. And let me tell you, Shawnee ain't going for it. Like, Shawnee control. This is what happened when you let a woman control you.
Right.
For all you brothers out there. Like, this woman control him so much that he's willing to exploit the church to please her. That money he's trying to hustle out of them, it ain't for God's work. It's because he's trying to compete in his mind with another man who's still paying alimony to Shawnee right now. You understand? An undisclosed amount. You understand? Like, this is what happens when you give your spirit, you know what I'm saying, to a woman and you over a congregation.
That's right.
Right.
Remind me of Jezebel.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's the exact same spirit. It's what happened with Jezebel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a lack of it.
Yeah, go ahead. Slack it. Kapash, you was done?
I can I mean, I got a little more, but I'll come back in.
No sweat. So like about that too, Cap. Go ahead,
Yeah, and just on the Captain Kapash said and all too, because I spent some time in the DR as well too now, and
right.
which part I was, I ended up traveling a little part to Santo Domingo, to Santiago, and certain places now, which part we would barely base was more along in his own way. A lot of people wouldn't be now.
Right.
And being around there, you see a lot of young brothers, just as he say, with put the hand to the plow.
The
And
hustling.
when we see these as we say, because I was among the Irish as well too now, these Irish and them would come down there, and a lot of them would make their retirement there now, and take these sisters and them and carry them back to Ireland. And when you see what's taking place now is like, way boy, really and truly. Because remember at that time, I wasn't in the truth, but looking at the condition of people, I know it wasn't right.
Right.
I know it wasn't right now. Because of what they face on a daily basis. And as I said, with that little time that I spent there, I really wanted to go back and stay. Because the place, when a lot of people does here how underrated these places are. But really and truly, the people and knowing the interaction, on a daily basis, now it's totally different. And as I say, this is one of the places that, before I even come into the truth, I say, but I had to go back there. Because as I say, I spent some time down there, and the people and them, because remember, no, you ain't know that your brothers, that your family.
Right.
And the love that I get when I was down there is like, nah, totally different. And I say I traveled when I was there, because as I say, I spent let me say almost about 10 months.
Right.
But moving back and forth, going down. And which part again, which part we were down there, we was in, well, which part they had a gold mine. And again, there was robbing the people.
Right.
Because now it had a percentage that the people were supposed to get at the end of the tenure with the people who was building the plant. And I think it was a Canadian firm. And they now were shipping out the gold by helicopter. And when they shipped out the gold, they would say that they're still looking for the weight height now, but not knowing that they were robbing. And then when they realized that what was taking place, they end up shutting down the whole operation. So the setup now, the military within the mountains, I tell them anytime that chopper plowed at it, I tell them I was direct They say that they'll put on that them choppers and them, and this is how the contract end up coming and close up with that whole thing. But from which part we was in the let me say within the between what people would say the lifestyle, and you'd see the condition as again at the ghettos
Right.
down inside of it. Because now when we leave or we come down from on the mountain, we have to go through some like a whole security operation before we come out. So now they scan us now to see, well, if we leave any gold or any gold findings. And when we coming in back in now, they would scan us again to see if we bringing in any, let me say illegal items. But the most amount of, let me say, out of paid by evil was taking place was up inside of it. I tell you, I see everything firsthand. From drugs go straight down the whole works, and again just by functioning and moving around these people, it's like nah boy. When I was there, it's like I was home.
Right.
That the kind of love that these people them showing me. And when I was moving with the Irish and them, they always try to separate we. Hey, nah, don't roll with them, because they used to come to me and say and let me know, hey, don't move with them, because these people and them is already target. And if you move with them, you might end up getting caught up in the cross line with them. So that's why I started separate myself and started roll with them. Yeah, so that.
It sound like you're putting an application to go back DR with Kapash there. I think that was a whole that was a dissertation. Kapash, do you accept that application? I think you're trying to go on the boat side.
Hey, men of the Lord are welcome, not that pastor, man. That pastor, he need to stay where he at.
Yeah, man. Listen, so that's real good experience, and that's something the Lord put you there so you could see it for later on. Like many things, most of us, in fact, all of us, brothers and sisters would have seen stuff in their past and their old man, and it etched in your memory because it's something horrendous or something that I hope something to wake your spirit up. So the Lord for sure wants you to see that.
Still, one more thing, sir.
Go ahead.
And I end up meeting up with as we say with the Haitian brothers as well too, because now it had one of these places and them where they go and they see, let me say, artifacts. I think Captain Kapash and them probably went at that place, and I think I visited that place as well. And it will have a lot of Haitian brothers who would do the little hustling there as well in between, and they do the get on a little rundown. And so now they would have to learn, let me say, the both Spanish, as we say, or that Spanish and that Creole. They would have to learn the both to kind of maneuver in between now, because now based on, let me say, the rejection, Simeon rejecting Levi, it was kind of like you would have to go off let me say, they would look at the color. So from the time you look a little dark skin, they would kind of look at you on a kind of
Like
side.
Levi.
So it's like the oppression that would put in the midst of these brothers and them is like they would always have a stigmatize them to be against one another. And again, this comes straight out of the reports, and we could go and we could read it. It show you that it is some it's so real. To explain it, you really have to come and sit down in this school to really get the full understanding and breakdown of what really taking place in Salah society.
Well, I think we ought to start to. I think we ought to start to look up your ticket out. I think we ought to start to look up your ticket. So I'm getting computer. I think you ought to head over there. You know what I mean? But yeah, those experiences to wake you up. So when you hear preachers like this fool here, it's gonna it's gonna call to your memory what you're seeing. Let me get a little bit from him.
I say this with all due respect. Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the world. In fact, they say it is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Have you ever wondered how in the world can Haiti share an island with the Dominican Republic? And you can go to the DR and turn up. and go 70 miles in one direction and see a place where people are still dying from E. coli? Well, I'll tell you why. Because in the 1700s, when the African slaves came to the island of Haiti, and they introduced an idea called voodoo. And if you go to Haiti, voodoo is actually recognized as a religion. And there was a man named Papa Doc. Are y'all listening to me? Who actually had a seance about John F. Kennedy and had a doll of him and stuck pins in the back of his head. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, cops, Salaki,
44 to be exact, isn't it?
Jeez. I ain't lying, babe. They're really paying black people to be dumb and away. And that you know what I mean, that you know what I mean, like looking at these other nations and how they teach their people, how to teach their children history, you understand? And then hearing this preacher here trying to, he ain't, you know what I mean, he teaching trash. I say trash, meaning you could clearly see, you know what I mean, if you go do any type of research, which they don't do in the Christian church, all they do is just sit down and just gobble up everything your preacher saying. Once it don't affect their lifestyle, they're cool with that. You know what I mean? When you go do some research, you could clearly see what he's saying is a lie. Salakia.
Of course.
I couldn't let that slide, man.
Of course. This is him justifying giving him the money.
Yeah.
Salakia, and if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's so slanderous that he bringing that out, and that's a common Christian dogma. Like I even was fooled with that when I was in the Christian church in the world. You know what I mean? So to hear him say it, it's like that must be a common theme. When I'm gonna give you some real history, the Haitians being the first ones to free themselves from slavery, they went down into Colombia and Venezuela and freed blacks and Indians from slavery out there. And then from their works, it helped pressure the freedom of slaves in America. So for everybody, some real history, the Haitians helped everybody get out of slavery.
Yep.
Because the world's seen that, okay, these are real people, not animals, and they don't want to be in slavery. So it was political. It became political pressure. You can't say, "Oh, they like being in slavery. They like this, isn't it?" Well, then how did they break out? Why did they break out in France? Obviously, they don't want slavery. Obviously, and it created pressure. So that's what our people really need to know about Haitians. They helped us get out of slavery instead of any of the propaganda. So that's all I wanted to bring out, some real history on Haitians.
No, you're right. You're right. Let me play some more.
Amazing that he got shot in the back of the head at the age of 44. And so we look at Haiti and we ask, why is it one of the poorest countries in the world? It is not because it is full of ignorant black people. They are as smart and as intelligent as you are, but there is a spirit that has set on the region.
Yeah, Christianity.
World can Haiti share an island.
Listen, this right here is why we on that street corner raging the way we rage. This here is why Commander Yahanna tells us to go do the job just how we do it. Because that there cannot because that there cannot come into this house. That type of spirit cannot come up in here. We'll be done in 2 years. We'll be finished. We'll be over in 2 years. Could you imagine him doing a Day of Atonement where he cannot get to satisfy his lust out?
Right.
If he's dancing like that now on a full belly, imagine when the noonday headache started hit and that mouth started feel like cotton. Imagine what would come out his mouth then. Imagine the type of children he would raise. Like that's that heavy. There, brother. Like that there has to stop.
So lock it, Cap.
Come on, Unc.
What you saying is so heavy. And see, this is why the Day of Atonement is so important. When you look up the definition of atonement, and one of the definitions that stick out to me is when it says, a reparation for sin or injury. These people, like Captain Shock, which is so spiritual, what you just said, Cap, because their atonement only goes as far as their uncomfortability.
Yeah.
See, they will atone, which is really not atonement.
Right.
Because if we're talking about an atonement, it has to do with actually being uncomfortable. It may interfere with you being wealthy. And how do you know these two correlate? These two sermons correlate. In the beginning, he said one of the poorest islands is Haiti. He mentioned Haiti and he mentioned poor. Now, remember earlier, he said not to give to the poor. So really, it ain't the spirit of voodoo that makes that place cursed to him, the spirit. It's the spirit of being poor. You have to be able to read between the lines as well as read the room with these churches.
Yeah.
They have no intention to make reparation unto the Lord.
Right.
To make atonement unto the Lord.
That's right.
Which is why the UPK, we applaud all you brothers and sisters that kept the Day of Atonement.
That's right.
And then sat down and eat together.
That's right.
Which is ceremonial. It's something spiritual about this. Something spirit. If I could, I just want to divert for a minute. Like I said, I remember, you know what I'm saying, Captain Mashak and Captain Nathak. I just for those who don't know, I live with those brothers, man. We live together.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I think about those times when we kept the Day of Atonement together.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We went through that and then to sit down and eat. It don't matter if we were eating the top shelf steak or we was eating a pizza.
Top steak or top ramen.
That's right. Top steak or top ramen. You know what I'm saying? With some Rock Creek soda. We were sitting down together and eating and drinking together as brothers.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that bonds you. But this, like Captain Shock say, this type of spirit here, the spirit of selfishness, it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
It sticks out like a sore thumb. And this is the spirit that's in, this is what's stopping us from progression as a nation. Y'all don't see it because the nigga have an Alexander McQueen shirt on, which was bought by Shaq's money.
Yeah.
Salaki, I yield.
Like you have a preacher, that preacher like that, they want you to go poor for the Lord, but they not going poor for the Lord. Like he will do anything for money. That preacher right there, he's gonna do anything for money.
Yeah,
I guarantee you. He's not going to live like me and you. Or
listen, he doing it right now. He doing it right now, Cap. Like even this whole speech here, he was paid to say that to drive the wedge between Judah and Levi by the small hats and the other oppressors in America. He was paid to say that shit right there. They see that what he said? He was paid to come up with a sermon, or they probably gave it to him. Probably had TD Jakes write it and gave it to him, and he delivered that thing because where in the history of anything have you ever heard anybody black say anything negative or derogatory about Haiti? Ever. He right now he's hoeing. He already get paid. Like how you say he'll do anything for money, he doing it right now. He doing it right now, and they probably got some old nasty stuff on this old bastard here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like men like him. You remember a few years ago when they ran Al Sharpton out of Baltimore?
Yep.
Remember he was down there and for that Freddie Gray stuff. Like that's what's gonna start happening with these preachers, man, and they're gonna have to go and just eat whatever the white man give them. Because black people are, black people are going to get to the point where you can't stand and say this.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just going to get to that point. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like that day is very, very, very evil, of him to say. It's just disgusting where he's at. You know what I mean?
Come will come. That's a locket, Cap. And like the general prophesied, it's going to be just like it was when the disciples rose back up with Peter and them. By the time the Lord rose them back up with Paul and them,
Right.
them Pharisees and Sadducees, they were vagabonds.
Yeah.
You understand? When the truth, like when it really went full stream,
Right.
they were vagabonds. And guess what? He's talking about the poor, but one day he's gonna be in that position. You watch.
Yeah. He gonna be that poor.
He's gonna be that poor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why he's trying to cut, like the scripture talk about them that know that they about to get fired from the master.
Yeah.
They know that they about to get removed, so they starting to make deals and shorten what they owe. You know what I'm saying? So that's a heavy point right there, Cap.
Yeah. Yeah. He definitely, you know, in the way of it. You know what I mean? So
God, and if I could say one last thing, if I could, imagine.
Go ahead, Cap.
Now imagine the water. Imagine our whole nation moving like what he talking about, where we don't want to give to the poor, where we stingy, where we become a niggard, like the scriptures say. The scriptures say you become a niggard, your reputation will spread, and nobody will not believe it. Everybody will believe it. Being greedy and being selfish, that spreads. Now imagine the opposite of that, where our nation looks out for each other, looks out for the poor, looks out for I got 10 coats, and I'll give you a couple coats. I got I got 10 houses. Hey, look, I'll give a low price so y'all can have some houses. Imagine we was a nation that looked out for each other like that. Now that would be the kingdom of heaven, and he don't even and either he know it or show it or don't care. But that's how we get the kingdom.
That's it. And
We
that's
get the
biblical.
kingdom. God, that's why Christ said the kingdom of heaven is within you.
Yeah.
How we treat each other will give us this kingdom that we want.
That's right.
And what he's doing, like oh man, it's so spiritual. Just like in the scripture said, where he said he take away from people from getting, he don't get it, and he take it away from people from getting the kingdom. In that parable about what Kahan brought out about how he lessened what they owed. He lessened the debt.
Yep.
And he prevent them from going into the kingdom that would go.
That's
Yep.
right.
So that's all I wanted to bring out. That's all I wanted to bring out, man. Imagine our people where we did look out for each other. Where a black man who had wealthy, he looked out for a black man who didn't have as much. Like, oh, you just got out the joint? It's no sweat, man. I'll hook you up with something to get you on your feet, man. Here go a little one of my extra cars. Hell, a bicycle or something. Just imagine we was a nation that looked out for each other. We wouldn't have to worry about all this, what the white man's doing, and how our young youth is in jail and robbing and shooting and killing, because we would look out for each other. And he's robbing that spirit from that church. So everybody in that church, you're gonna see, man, he's destroying the spirit of that place, of all them in that church. And it's gonna be a little bit of time, and that whole church will be destroyed. Like they're gonna alienate their family members. They're gonna alienate the community from each other. They ain't even gonna fuck with each other, because they're gonna say, "Look, I got more money than you. You the poor than me.
Right.
I don't care if you in my church." So he's such a animal, wolf in sheep's clothing with what he's saying, and the majority of people won't understand it. But you're gonna understand it when you see his congregation in about give it a little time. See how his congregation eat each other apart and tear each other apart for money. You're gonna see it.
They're gonna suffer something, and they're gonna need to come to him. And he's not gonna give it to them, and they're gonna tear him apart.
Yeah, you're right, because for the love of me, I don't understand these preachers. Like, what time we living in?
Yeah.
Right now, he's supposed to be preparing his congregation to, to get ready for, the disaster that fits into hit this place. But he not even doing that. Like, if you're a preacher right now and you're not preparing your congregation for the Third World War that's coming to this earth, you wasting your time, because all the money you're gonna get, what gonna happen when this place go to hell? What you gonna do? You gonna have all the money to pay what for security? Welcome to your congregation.
Right.
You understand? You ain't preparing them. You're not preparing them. You trying to get all the money in the world because you know what time it is, what time coming. Hard times coming. You understand? And he trying to secure himself. You understand? These preachers are extremely selfish. Extremely selfish.
I'm right, Cap.
I yield.
So I want to give it up again. What you saying, Cap? That's exactly what they're doing. And you know what's so heavy about what you're saying? I'm gonna pass back over to Sawap in a minute. I know he want to read some more, but that's how you know it's so heavy, man. The Bible say riches profit not in the day of wrath.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many people in the Israeli government that got money?
Huh.
They not gonna be able to do nothing with that money. They're not gonna be able to hit the transaction button when a missile cracks the Iron Dome. That's what you don't understand. That's why Christ told the man that you will have riches in heaven if you give to the poor. You don't trust in riches where moth and rust doth corrupt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They have perverted the gospel. They have went out there and professed that they know Christ, but they are not of Christ. They are of the Antichrist.
Right.
You understand? They are in the spirit of Bank of America. When will you understand this? And then you want to challenge the UPK? You don't want to challenge the UPK. I mean, bring it on. You know what I'm saying? What pastor that's co-signing this? A lot of them are co-signing this. They may not say it openly, but what happens when you need a leg up in the community? And really, he's trying to cause division among, like, almost like classism. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be in a certain tax bracket to say that you deserve help. So you only help the rich?
Right.
Don't the Bible say that? Don't the rich oppress you? Look what the rich have done with their money. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord blew the roof off of that church. He's trying to keep up with Shaq, trying to keep up a lifestyle for Shawnee O'Neal off the church's money, messing up the church's money. You know what I'm saying? So what the UPK is bringing out, man, is all the way factual. You know what I'm saying? It's all the way practical, all the way, man. That this when he said this right here, man, a lot of people were shocked. But the UPK, we wasn't shocked. We told you. We told you that they have made merchandise of you.
Yeah.
The scriptures say you ain't supposed to make merchandise of the children of Israel. And that is what he has done. All he don't care about your ability to not commit murder, your ability to not commit adultery, your ability to honor your mother and father, like Christ said. All he cares about is the tithes.
Yep.
That's all he cared about. Have he not read in the law where even the poor had rights to the gleanings of the field?
That's right. That's right.
You if you own the field according to law, biblical law, you were supposed to leave the gleanings of that to the poor, which Christ partook of with the disciples on the Sabbath.
Right.
Yep.
So these people are not equipped to teach our people the doctrine. The UPK under Commander General Yahanna is. And we dare anybody say otherwise.
That's right.
That's right.
I yield.
What was he gonna say to people in Hurricane Milton? I guess he wouldn't help. He wouldn't help them, huh?
Nah.
Salaki.
Yeah, go ahead, Cap.
I could get
your mic low a little bit.
Two scriptures on it. Deuteronomy 15 and 11.
Go ahead.
Salakia, sir.
Deuteronomy 15 and 11.
Count. Ready? Count. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 15 and verse 11. For the poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore I command thee, saying, thou shalt open thine hand wide unto thy brother.
That's
to the
what
poor.
the Bible command you to do. Go ahead.
To the poor and to thy needy in thy land.
You understand? That's what the Bible command you to do. Your
Right.
preachers, they opening the Bible, but they're not reading what's inside that Bible. Go to James 2:15. You understand? You black people, we're gonna have to start to challenge these preachers, these pastors.
That's right.
Start challenging them. You understand? You come out on the streets and hear the priest of the Lord talking, opening the Bible and speaking out the Bible, and you challenge us. But you don't challenge your preacher. You understand?
That's right.
You don't challenge him.
That's right.
You better go challenge him to see if he know the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? Go challenge him.
Yep.
You understand? You get James 2 and 15?
The book of James, chapter 2 and verse 15. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food,
Right?
verse 16.
Your brother and your sister, if they're poor, you understand? They can't feed themselves, they can't clothe themselves. Read on.
And one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warned and filled.
That's your preachers. Be ye warmed and filled. They don't want to take the responsibility of doing what? Of taking care of the poor, like was commanded. You understand? That's a commandment from the Lord, to take care of the poor. Read on.
Notwithstanding, ye give them not those things which are needful to the body. What doth it profit?
What does it profit? You understand? What does it profit? It's like the Bible, like Christ was saying, what does it profit a man to gain the world? You understand? What does it profit a man to gain the whole world? You understand? And that's your preachers. They want to gain this world. They want to have the nice cars, nice clothes, be able to go on nice vacation while the congregation suffer, while the poor suffer.
That's right.
While the poor stay needy. You understand? And then you come and give some sermon like you some righteous preacher. You a selfish preacher.
That's right.
You understand? And the Lord gonna deal with you on that.
Damn right.
I yield.
Damn right. Damn right. Any more on that Swabiala in that story?
Cancer. Right? It's a lot.
Is it any story?
If you want a little more, you could add a little more.
I think he quotes some scriptures too.
I think he was trying to go in certain scriptures.
Yeah. There's just this part, right? It says right? There is no blessing connected to the blessing the poor, other than getting back what you give to them, right? Henderson said during the sermon, he added, multiplication is segregation for tithes and offering, emphasizing that tithing to the church is the only way to receive a multiplied blessing.
This is a bastard.
Henderson comments quickly circulated.
And let me, if I could, let me jump in there real quick. All right. Tithing to the church is how you receive your blessing, but the church is a congregation of Israelites, not that thing he's into. Because now, listen, because now they're going to use that argument to say, see, that's why I don't pay tithes. Nigga, you better pay some goddamn tithes.
Yes.
The problem is not paying tithes. The problem is who you're paying the tithes to.
That's right.
You want to pay the tithes to a crook and a damn pimp. You ain't gonna get no blessing. Bring the tithes to these rough neck ass niggas who talking loud on the corner who you can't stand. Because you get the tithes to some old smooth faced nigga who you like and you think is good and you think is full of zeal, and you curtains gonna roll back on him soon. They're gonna go through all them Diddy tapes. He gonna be on one, and you're gonna realize you've been funding a pedophile, you've been funding a molester, you've been funding a deviant. So
That's
you
right.
make sure you pay your tithes. That's how you get your blessing. Your life is hell because you ain't paying no goddamn tithes. You can't catch a break. Everything
right.
breaking around you, and you don't know why. You can't see your way because you ain't paying the tithes to who you're supposed to pay it to. Just like following a man of the Lord. You're following men who you all like. You follow the man of the Lord who the Lord sent, which is Commander Johnny Yahanna. Just like how he
That's
sent
right.
Moses in a
Yeah,
time, he
right.
sent Joshua in a time, Caleb in a time, Mattathias, Maccabees, Isaiah, Elijah, John the Baptist, and Christ. The Lord always sends a man for you to follow, man. And you all want to pick and choose who to follow, so you can't see your way. The problem here is not, the practice of it, but it's who you doing it, with, who
That's
you
right.
yield to, and you don't know who you're yielding to.
That's
Yeah,
right.
man.
Yeah.
If I could, I can, before the time run out, I would like to get some Obama into
Come on.
this thing here.
Yeah,
Because,
come on.
Come on,
Good,
sir.
good.
brother,
Yeah.
listen, this how I might think he's that, brother, and he's not. And I do not appreciate how he decides to single out black men. And okay, it's it's so loaded. Let's get to the story. Let's get to, I think it's the last story, and or you could Google it. And there's some videos
Number
of
9.
I think it's the last story.
the very last
Last
story.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And just
there's
to
some
add to
video
what
I
you're
could
saying
play.
too, Cap.
Go ahead,
Yeah, I
please.
mean, most of these brothers and sisters who go marry these heathens is like they get a pass to talk about black people.
Yep.
When that ain't a pass to talk about black people. You understand? You stay in your, I mean, you worry about your people. Go talk to them Hamites and see and see how they fare with voting. Why you had to come at black men? Oh, because you married to Michelle Obama's sister? You think you come and talk to black men?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Mm.
And I'm looking for Makulat and I need your expertise again. There was a tape some years ago when Obama was running for elections.
Yes.
And I believe it's in Florida. And when he said anybody could make a baby, but it takes a real man to be a father or a daddy or something. And a brother got up. He was in the stands. He was up in the stands, high up, and he got up and he challenged him. And Obama, took off his jacket and rolled his sleeves up and said, "Why don't you come down here and say it to my face?" Like, try to gangster him. And he only doing that because he has Secret Service. He was only doing that because he had that whole, he had, protection. He wouldn't talk to that brother like that, anyway. And he was wrong about what he was saying, and that was the brother was telling him. The brother was telling him, "You're wrong about what you're saying with black men and the child support and this and that." And he said, "I'm deadbeat dads." I say, a lot of you all are deadbeat dads. If I could find that clip, please, Makola, please.
And once again, Cap, where did he say it? I think he said it in a Christian church. I think it was in a Christian church. He stand up and said it.
It could be. I can't remember for sure, but I remember the brother was a little bit high up, further away, and the brother got up to come down and talk to him. But you could see this whole thing was a setup for him to get, for the security to say something.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, let me see if I can play this tape here while you find the article. The tape might be a little bit faster and better.
Speak some truths, if you don't mind, please. Yes. Because my understanding.
And that's a next Hamite right next to him there with the sky blue shirt, the powder blue shirt. You could see that's a Hamite right there. The whole Hamite campaign.
Speak some truths, if you don't mind, please. Yes. Because my understanding, based on reports I'm getting from campaigns and communities, is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running.
Now listen, you all remember I said before, they done put a vagina on Obama and put that to run for it, and you see the whole play here. He come out and say it. He come out and he said, we have not seen the turnout when I was running. In other words, what's wrong with you niggas, man? There's somebody of color. Y'all did it before. Will you forget the script? That's what he really saying, and that's what Kamala really represents. It's just a chocolate colored something. Commander Yahanna said it a long time. They'll take a pile of doo-doo and put a suit on it, and you'll vote for it just because it's brown. He said that in DC years ago.
That's right.
And look what happened in Obama coming now to flick the light switch on in the room. What's going on? What's going on? You're not sticking to the script no more.
Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to you.
Hold on. Now it's now pronounced with the brothers.
Right.
I don't know if you're hearing this.
Right. He never used that. He never said that while he was in office.
I'm not a black president. I'm America's president. But all of a sudden now we brothers?
Exactly.
Oh, these heathens, boy.
The brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly.
I'm going to speak to y'all directly. Like, where do you get off thinking you could talk to black men about any goddamn thing? Like where do you get off thinking you equipped, you qualified, you had the authority, you could talk to black men about anything? Why don't you go talk to Netanyahu and tell him stop flattening them Palestinians? Why don't you go talk to what's Ukraine dude name? Zelensky, and tell him stop begging?
Right.
But black and Hispanic men, we the eternal whipping post. When Christ come back, you're going to have a hard day. You heathens, you're going to have a hard day. And listen, I just want to see this. This is what I really want to see. I want to see the response of black men in the coming weeks to this shit. And I pray listen, let me tell you something. I'm going to get real close to you. You niggas better straighten your back up and not buckle under this heathen bastard. They are about to put so much pressure on black men in these homes. I damn near feel I want to cry for you in these homes now. They're about to put so much pressure on you. You better straighten your back up and do not buckle under this heathen, man. You don't see the game. They're bringing Pharaoh back, which is Obama. They done brought Vashti back, which is Kamala. That's Vashti from Feast of Purim, when she get all the women to go against the men in the land. They done bringing that whole spirit back, and brother, they're going to crush you. And he's setting you up now. Obama is setting you up here to punk you into voting for Kamala. And he's going to say in this video, if Kamala loses, it's your fault. So meaning, if Kamala loses, it's black men's fault. But if she wins, it's not black men's fault. He's preparing you to be whipped, tarred, and feathered if this snake eater does not sit in the White House. He's laying the track. I want you to understand it very clearly. You want to see real warfare? That ain't what Iran did last week to Israel. This is real warfare. This here. How you? Come on, Cap. What about him when he said the black men are mongrels? Hey, that's the video I'm looking for. I'm looking for that video. I was just talking about. I'm looking for that video. Boy, anybody wanted to jump in before I play some more?
Con, if I could, Cap. And the Democratic Party, they are big. They just keep putting the race card. More. Why do I see black voters in it? Why I thought it was. I see on the back where it say black voters. Why are you steady using the race card?
Right.
Why? See, they use the race card when it's convenient for them, and then not only that. So listen. So you got black women for Kamala Harris. Now you got to have black men for Kamala Harris. because they divided among, you know what I'm saying, gender lines with us. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no, we're not a unified voting block. We lost that with integration.
Right.
Unified voting block. But like Captain Shock said, he wanted to browbeat black men, and there was a analyst, a political analyst that said something about this. It's a sister that said, why do you always gotta emasculate black men? The Democratic Party, which is why a lot of them going to the Republican Party, which ain't no better, but they feel like a little bit more masculine over there because they not being browbeat. You know what I'm saying? So once again, these politics, man, it's something heavy. Like, it's spiritual, man. You got to take your spirit out of these politics. Because like Captain Shock so eloquently put it, if you win, they're not gonna give you credit.
Right.
If Kamala Harris win, they are not gonna give credit to black men. They're gonna give credit to black women, but they're not gonna give credit, or women in general. But they never. But if she loses, like Captain Shock said, well, you black men ain't get out there and vote. You know what I'm saying? They thought the white women was going to side with Hillary Clinton,
right,
when she ran against Trump. White women voted for how their husbands voted. You black women thought you thought because they was a woman that they was going to vote for you, that you had some quote unquote allies with the white woman. Let me tell you something. You never had an allegiance with them ever.
That's right.
And you never will. And I'm just so tired of them trying to reinvent the wheel. I feel so bad for our young brothers and sisters who are trying to make this integration thing work, who are trying to make this socio-political thing work. It's not going to work. They tried it before. The Native American Indians tried it before. We tried it before. It's not going to work. It's a failed social experiment.
Exactly.
It's a failed social political experiment. You understand? They have no interest or whatsoever in this empire other than you entertaining them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I don't know if a lot of you Negroes understand. If you ain't got the message yet with Diddy, the Lord is saying the party's over. Party's over.
Yep. That's it.
Like I yield.
Lights on. The lights on in the dance.
Salakia, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, if I could just read the definition on the headline of the story now, where it says misogyny now, right? Misogyny, dislike or contempt or ingrained prejudice against women.
Yep, that's it. That's what they're driving. In other words, what this bastard here is doing, he is doing like a damn near political gaslighting. He is now saying you hate women, or he's going to say it. You see it in it. He basically saying you hate women, and you the reason why Kamala is not strong in the polls. And brothers are not going to be able to see the spin to say this ain't got nothing to do with us, and who the hell are you? It's going to come down to brothers. It's going to translate to brothers as, I don't hate women. What is he talking about? I'll show him. Let's go support. That's the plan. It's a gaslight type thing. It's a gaslight type tactic. And it's very disrespectful because it's you have to assume the person you're talking to is not smart enough to pick up on it. You understand? It's like you have to assume the person who you're talking to is not smart enough. Go ahead, Salakia. Cap, your mic super low. Oh, no, you're muted. Nah, I thought you're muted.
It's like we're saying it's almost like it's reverse psychology. He's trying on them. You know what I mean? It's not nigh onto that. Like you're trying to, you know what I mean? And the whole thing about America, no black men. And when I say no black men, like they know we have a conscience. You know what I mean? We have a conscience. You understand? You talk to a black man and he gonna be, you know what I mean? You could literally, you know what I mean? You could ask him questions and he's going to be truthful as best as he could with it. You understand?
Genuine.
Unlike, you know what I mean, your counterpart, Esau, he will lie to you right in front of your face. Lie to you for no reason. He will lie to you. You understand? He is speaking directly to black men because he know black men, we have a conscience. And America has played on black men conscience. Played on our conscience so much, they told us that we were what? That we were the worst fathers in America.
Yeah.
That we didn't care about kids, we didn't care about anything.
And we believed it.
Yeah, and as I said, we actually believe it. When that was just a lie.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Commander Yahanna is saying like they always try to make us a scapegoat. So the point now, like remember Trump came out like I think like 2 weeks ago and tried to blame the small hats if he don't come in office. Barack Obama is trying to blame black men if Kamala don't get in office. You understand? We are not your scapegoats. Stop it.
You done pull up precept. I totally forget about that. That is so heavy. Like a white man chooses an enemy who is, for all intents and purposes, America will agree has a chokehold on America. Black men do not have any power in America to do anything.
Yep.
And you choose black men to villainize and vilify and put, damn near put our heads to the guillotine then. Now this is the other thing. I mean, the tape is disgusting. We're gonna get to the end of it. But if they're doing this to black men before the election, what do you think they're going to do if Kamala Harris is in office after the election?
Yeah.
If they're doing this to you now with no power, what do you think they're gonna do after?
Yeah. While Barack Obama is on his island. What's the island he living on? Martha's, what do you call it?
Martha's Vineyard?
Yeah. That's where he living. You will have to fight him. Why he don't go talk to Esau like that? Why don't go tell Esau, if you don't vote for Kamala, you racist or some stuff like
exactly.
I mean, like bring something out like that. Like you can't vote for a black woman, Mr. White man.
Listen, I'm gonna go you one more. Biden put the bill in stop Asian hate. Why don't go to the Asian community and say, you Asians, you are supported. Look what Biden did for you with stop Asian hate bill.
Right.
If Kamala don't win, it's because of you. And every Chinese restaurant in America might have to close down. Why not put pressure on them?
Exactly.
Wow. That's right.
But you think you could bully black people, man? Listen, black man, you stand up strong, man. I don't give a damn if it's into World War III in that house, man. You do not fall under no spirit or no woman and no heathen.
That's right.
You don't fall up under that nonsense at all, man. You didn't tell Kamala go and run. She went and run herself. If she lose, that's her goddamn fault.
That's right.
That ain't your fault. They like to blame everything on black men.
That's right.
Every single thing. Like we ain't got enough pressure on our head already.
Yeah. And to boot too is almost to the point whereas like black people, you know what I mean, we so how to put it, we so I have to say lost. You know what I mean? Where you don't even know what percentage you are in America. You 14%, if not less than that. Plus you have 2 million of your brothers in jail.
Right.
Ain't no way if you go there and vote, you're gonna put Kamala in. No way. But that's the mentality they're trying to put on black men. You understand? That's the mentality they're trying to put on us. You know what I mean? Like we, as I say, Cap, like we ain't getting enough pressure from America on the whole.
Right.
You know what I mean? We get enough pressure. You go home, your woman looking at you like, yo, the kid's hungry. We got bills, you know what I mean? Lights about to get turned off. What's going on? No, you coming to add this to the plate? Nah.
That's a lock if I could too, Cap. I'm gonna keep it. Ain't looking good for Kamala Harris because I'm gonna tell you, North Carolina, wherever these hurricanes hitting, along with all this stuff going on with these wars and stuff. See, Kamala Harris, she didn't inherited that by being vice president. She don't even understand that.
Right.
All the problems now, people are looking at is going to be an extension of her administration. They don't look at it like she's trying to act like it's going to be something new. But then everybody's saying, well, look, you the vice president now. You ain't stopping nothing now.
Right.
You ain't doing these things now. Like it's almost like every, and then along with all those angry white people who's really been really they didn't really turn the anti-government now. A lot of them is committing suicide from what I'm hearing up there in the mountains because they don't have nothing else to live. They don't have nothing else, and they don't believe in the government no more. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of those states she didn't already lost. That's and really this having Barack Obama make this speech is almost like they pulling the alarm now.
Yeah.
It's almost like, look, go out there and tell them black men to vote because them polls are starting to shift and we getting closer and closer to November.
Yeah.
You understand? And listen, and these storms hitting and all these other things going on, aside from what's going on in, you know what I'm saying, in the international world with these wars, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't looking good for her right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just know this, like Captain Shock brought out, they trying to put, now they want to come down at black men when they haven't mentioned nothing about child support reform. They haven't mentioned nothing about like anything, the issues that's concerning black men. They haven't. What are they saying? What are they saying? You're gonna get nothing. You gotta do it because you black. You gotta go out and vote for her. Why? Because we tell you to vote for her.
Right.
Because she's a quote unquote a black person, which she is not. You know what I'm saying? They used the racial role play with Barack Obama, and they're doing the same thing with Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. This is why the Bible say that you got, man, let me tell you something. Even the very elect, you know what I'm saying, would be deceived if you ain't careful, if the Lord didn't cut the time short.
Right.
Because you think because you black, you owe your allegiance to the Democratic Party. Or you owe your allegiance to the Republican Party. You owe your allegiance to Christ.
That's
You know what I'm saying? So stop trying to get into his politics and make your, as the scriptures say, make your election sure. You know what I'm saying? You talking about choosing a candidate, you better learn how to choose your campaign.
That's right.
So like I yield.
That's right. You're so right.
Yeah. Captain Oz jumping in from
Hey, Shalom, yo, hey, can I say one quick point about it? I know y'all been hitting him hard and good because he need that and then some. But two things, right? Like the scriptures say, by your own words you shall be judged. So he's setting himself up, which is going to be wonderful when the Lord destroys that heathen, because him and try to entice us to continue doing the thing that the Lord does not want us to do is just we'll make it worse for us. That's for sure. If we don't listen to the men of the Israelite School University of Practical Knowledge. But the other thing is that this fool came out the same way Biden came and said, well, if you don't vote for me, you're not black enough. Like it's like a reminder, it's like an injection to remember your place and vote for this candidate right here. Remember your place, because you wouldn't have what you got now, because if it wasn't for the Democrats, where would you be at? You know, so it's a beautiful and wonderful thing that what we're seeing in the Middle East gets so far beyond their control that it destroys all their system. And not you, because it's gonna be wonderful.
Yep. Yeah, you're right, Cap. You're absolutely right. Like he gonna have to pay for enticing. You know what I mean? You want to get some more of the video?
Then I'd like to jump in after the video.
No, so you want to jump in now, Cap?
I want to hear a little bit more what he's saying, because he's saying some crazy shit. Excuse my language.
Listen, I'm preparing you all out. He gonna say some more wild shit out. And let me. I ain't gonna say no more. I'm gonna save it out, brother. Warrior send me these tapes, brother. I big up a Warrior, brother. I damn near instantly got sick. I instantly got sick because I could imagine, okay, being in the world, not knowing the truth, thinking how I was thinking before, looking at Obama like he's this great man. Damn near like Obama is like the Western Mandela. Damn near.
Yeah.
Westernized version of Nelson Mandela in terms of what they mean to black people. And to hear him say something like this is like a challenge, like, well, the man spoke, you know what we got to do now? We got to go out there and campaign for Kamala and this and that. So all your woman power wasn't enough? Let me stop, right? Before they say
S-
I hate
Salaki.
women. Go ahead.
It's like I send you some I send you a text there on your
Let me check
WhatsApp.
it out.
And just to add to what you're saying, Salakia,
Come
you know
on.
what I mean, is almost like, you know what I mean, they're trying to, how to put it, they're trying to make us like you know what I mean, like vote for Kamala when Barack, remember his speech in the church, he actually did the Father's Day speech in the church.
I pulled
And
it up.
in this speech, he spoke about child support, and he spoke about what they should try and do to help black men. Barack Obama, we're still waiting for your help.
See?
We're still waiting for your help. Black men have to pay child support in this place act, even if they're not working.
Yeah, the
If
bill
they're
runs.
not working, they still have to find that money to pay for child support, or they're going to get charged. They're going to get charged. That's how crazy that is. And you coming to talk about black men? Black men have real problems in America, and one of them just happens to be child support. Barack Obama.
Yeah, right.
And Kamala is not talking about child support and helping black men.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
Brother, I'm so incensed. I still need to find that other one where the brother stepped back to him and he invited the brother down there to fight her. It was like in a basketball court or a gym or something. The brother was high up and he had his sleeves rolled up, Obama, and he said, "You want to come down here and say that to my face?" Something like that. And it was almost like the brother was ready to come on down, but he know if he go down there, he got security. You know what I mean? Let me get some more.
And communities is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly and say that when you have...
Salaki, I have to say one more thing. And and that's how you know we in good hands. Everybody in here always, not always, but would remember at one time, especially the brothers, damn near everybody here who done been in camp with the generals before. And you hear them say, "Stop saying y'all, say us." Because saying y'all drives a division. Remember, we the same people. And he did not say, let's have a conversation, us brothers. He said, "I want to talk to y'all." Like the whole video is so loaded, brother. It's ridiculous. I'm done interrupted. Let me play some more.
A choice that is this clear. When on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences, who's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land and is putting forward concrete proposals to directly address the things that are vital in our neighborhoods and our communities, from housing to making sure that our mothers, and our fathers, and our grandparents can afford medicine, and making sure that we are dealing with prices that are too high and rents that are too high, and are committed to making sure that we maintain the Affordable Care Act. So everybody's got help and cares about things like education and entrepreneurship in our neighborhoods. And that's on one side. And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person. And you're thinking about sitting out? But, you know, because of Pookie might be. And you're coming up with Pookie might be.
Listen.
Hell no.
I don't know if you're seeing I don't know if you're seeing the play. And this brother who's sitting down right here, he done buckled. He done said, not me. I ain't thinking like that. Maybe Pookie. Cousin Pookie might be. Brother, watch your goddamn mouth, heathen. Watch your fucking mouth, man.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Watch your mouth.
And
right.
Just to add to what you're saying to Cap, it sound like he sound just like the preacher. He just ain't say Paul, he just said Pookie. But we know who he talking to.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I was saying. To even deliver the speech, you have to come from a point of who I'm talking to is just dumb and stupid anyway. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to come there. Salaki Kahan, go ahead, please.
Con, like I was saying, oh man, that was a heavy point, Cap, what you just said. Like when he first, and I noticed the brother in the white shirt, when he said, "You mind if I speak to y'all directly?" That cat put his head down because he knew what was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, another quote unquote chastisement of black man. You know what I'm saying? And Pookie, that's synonymous for uneducated, poor, the one of you that's discarded. You know what I'm saying? The one of you that don't know, you know what I'm saying, what's at stake, that's that's not politically educated. Your cousin Pookie, he might be. So to not vote you a Pookie. You see what I'm saying? But like Captain Mashak said, if he go to any dignitary and let's just say he go to the Hezbollah and speaks. First thing, when he asks to address them, he gonna know, they're gonna let him know, choose your words wisely.
That's right.
That's what when you sit down at the table with people who have power, when you say, if you don't mind, I want to be frank with y'all right now. They're gonna let you know before you speak, just understand your words have major implications. So choose their words wisely. You know what I'm saying? People in communications know that. Political scientists know that. You know what I'm saying? And he knew exactly what he said was tailor-made for black people, which is why he used the word Pookie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He used that word because that word resonates with black urban communities. So what he did is, once again, to make you feel, quote unquote, less of a man, less of a black man, because you do not support the candidate. Remember this, it's every election. It's always this, how you know that they running a hamster wheel with us. Every election, they have to redefine what black is. Every election. And black, you being black is based on their candidate or what their vision is for black people.
Right.
And it always is, you got to vote for her because she went to a HBCU. So did Rachel Dolezal. You have many people that not only that they went among us, but that are us. They're traitors in every race. But here you have someone who are among us, who's not us, but have been endorsed by, and listen, since you, guess what, Cornel West, he black. He's running on the independent ticket.
Yeah.
Why you ain't supporting him, Barack Obama? Why you ain't jumping the Democratic ticket to support Cornel West, who's educated?
Yep.
Black American. You know what I'm saying? But they want once again, don't get fooled for the okie doke, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Bible say, don't let no man deceive you by any means. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what her foreign. He talking about getting medication low and all that. They haven't been able to fix rent prices in America for the last 50 years.
Right.
You understand? Because it's privatized. They're not gonna let the government get involved with rent control. Are you serious? They crashed the real estate market before that happened. He think that you don't know that. So automatically he think you a pookie anyway.
Exactly. That's
you know what I'm saying? But he run up against the UPK, or he let the UPK get in there. Oh, we're gonna really talk about it. We're gonna talk about how you bailed out General Motors.
That's right.
Instead of helping black men. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about all the incidents that happened with police brutality that you stood idle by and hid behind the Democratic Party.
That's right.
Right.
And then sent out fake activists out here on the street, these fake fabricated minority groups out here to challenge the UPK, and they got crushed.
Right.
So like I yield.
Right.
Just to add also to what you were saying, I mean, word to the wise, Pookie might be smarter than you, suit wearing, tie wearing, slick boots wearing Negroes. He might be smarter than you. Why? Because he know somebody who running game on them. And politicians are famous for running games on black people. You understand? They run game on you. They promise you a whole lot. Barack Obama went in there on what? On hope and change. And left the black community in a disarray. You understand? And as Kahan said, help out General Motors, give them millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Bail them out. You understand? And then came out and say, I'm not a president for just black people. I'm a president for all Americans.
That's right.
You understand? And black people, we fell for it. But Pookie and them are falling for it. And black America, they know it. They know it. So they got to come and get this black face to come and do it. Why? Because they fell for it when he went in. I'll never forget that day when Barack Obama got elected. We were supposed to go to Camp Mashak. And we didn't go to camp. And when he won, we could just look out the window and hear them screaming.
Oh, yeah.
Come.
You understand? Pookie and all of them were screaming for Barack Obama. And 10 years later, it was worse.
Come.
You understand? It was worse.
Exactly.
You understand? You might not have book sense, but you have street sense to know when you get played.
Exactly.
You understand?
Listen, if I could, I don't even want to take the thing to Pookie. Because now you're entertaining the policies and this and that. You would never go to the black women community and try to get them to vote for Kamala or some other, Democratic candidate and say, well, don't worry about Waukesha. You would never do that.
Yeah.
You would never. This thing here has nothing to do with policies and, who doing this with this law. This is blatant disrespect to black men. Face to goddamn face. Look how we looking at him. Eyebrows raised, hands in pockets. Nigga, you think we don't know what the hell that mean?
Right. And look, he got up front. He got the young brother with the dread. Look, the optics is crazy.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you, this whole thing here. You listen. This here is black. Is how the white man like to say, boy. Is sunning black men. Exactly. He's standing. The black man sitting. He's in a blazer and a shirt. The black man is in a baseball cap.
Right.
Brother, black man, you better stand up strong in that house, man.
That's right.
Take the tires off the morning of November 4th.
Damn right.
That's right.
The tires. Hide the damn Metro car. Hide the keys. You and the voter and she ain't voting.
And the jogging shoes too.
And the jogging shoes.
Right.
Like, if this is the extent they want to go, they're making war in your house, nigga. They're coming in your house, in your bed, and dividing you and your woman.
That's right.
You know what the conversation now is after he talk? So you don't think I could do? You don't think I could be in charge of something? I'm not saying that, baby. Well, that's why you're not voting for Kamala. No, she's in charge of America. So what? It's the same thing if you have a black woman boss.
Right.
We is not talking about that in my house, in my bed, where I pay my goddamn bills and I get up on top of you and make you cry, oh God. We ain't talking about that because of
That's
some
right.
stinking skinny Hamite.
That's
We're
right.
talking about that.
That's right.
All right, Cap.
What the hell is wrong with you, man? You don't talk to black men like that. You would never talk to women like that or black women like that.
Exactly.
You tiptoe around black women when you talk like that. You tip all the way around them. You would never ever talk to black women like that.
I just gonna add to what Mashak saying. He don't even talk to white men like that. You understand?
They talk to nobody like that, Cap.
Yeah.
They never talk to nobody like that. Why black men always have to face the worst type of talking to the back of your hand, the underside of your boot.
That's
and
right.
You coming to ask for help.
That's right.
You coming to ask for help. And you
when
entreat.
Can
I'm going to take a break in our Y'all go ahead. Again,
can I say something real quick, please? Or after I talk?
No. You go ahead, Cap.
So I want to know what the FBA brothers and sisters out there that have an issue with Benjamin and Levi, West Indians and Haitians, for participating in anything with, in America, as far as help building this empire. Why I don't see any of them talk about the, Barack like that. I don't see no chats. I'm looking at the videos today on TikTok. I don't see no Foundation in Black Americans say anything about Barack Obama. But they have all the heat for West Indians and all the heat for Haitians. They have all the heat for Latinos, but none for this Hamite right here. We got to realize that we being, like Captain Mashah said, they playing us from ear to ear, and we gonna be the donkey. We like how long do we gotta be the donkey of this empire? I don't know about you, but we in the UPK. We tired of that.
Yeah.
Straight up and down. Salaka, are you?
Yeah, and he could have. Not saying he would have been right, but it would have been better if he go and say, "Look at how these white men are running this country." Go blame them white men for the way the country is. Blame them. We at war because of these white men. This, that, the other. Go blame them. You understand? But you going to blame black people for the state of the country if Kamala don't get in, when we have nothing to do with that? Nah. Black people better wake up, man, and realize, they've been running that game on us. You understand? They've been running that game on us and trying to pit us against each other. It's always almost like, like when the general bring out, when you go argue with your woman, you're not arguing with your woman, you arguing with America. And this is another situation right here. You can be arguing with your woman over voting for heathen.
Yep.
For heathen.
Yep.
You're not even putting a black, we're not even talking about a black sister.
Right.
We're talking about a heathen. These were the argument. We can't sit down and eat dinner in peace. We had to argue over Kamala. Who gonna vote for Kamala?
Exactly. So Locke, can I say one thing, Cap?
Please, Carl. Go ahead.
And I just want to amplify that whole point about, like you said, the optics. Like you look at Barack, look at his posture.
Yeah.
Look at the men behind. Like, you gotta understand what this is saying, because they'll take a photo still shot, and this will be on the New York Times. You got the young brother with the dreads, and they position him. They put them right in front of him for a reason. Usually, you don't get that close to a candidate unless you're on the campaign trail or some aide. They put them right there, and the ones behind Barack Obama are like the political enforcers. They have
Yeah.
the shirt, they have the tie, or they have the blazers. I mean, they don't have the tie, you know what I'm saying? But they have the slacks, the blazers, and he's up front looking down at a brother with a baseball cap or a sports cap, and a young brother. It looked like a young brother with dreads.
Yeah.
And it's like because once again, he wouldn't do that in a room full of men who were free thinking men, who had some integrity. Because that, you know what I'm saying. But this is right here. What this is how it's showing you how they operate when it comes to our people. Once again, I'm still waiting on the East Indians for Kamala Harris. I still haven't seen that group when they're gonna pay them a visit.
Yep.
They're gonna pay the you know what I'm saying, the East Indian community a visit. They're mighty quiet. They don't tell them what they should vote for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Since we gonna do a racial carousel, we got more pieces to this wheel that we can go. We can go all the way around. But once again, he will not do that, and he won't go to North Carolina and tell them that they should go vote for Kamala Harris because he knows the type of blowback he's going to get. They won't even let him in there. You understand? It was stoked the racial vitriol in this country even more.
Yeah.
But once again, the lack of respect for our men, and he married one of our sisters. Make no mistake about that. You understand? So this is why we have to stand 10 toes down with what we doing over here because everybody else gonna compromise. The brother, once again, these politics will divide these households. They didn't already divided some of these white households and some of them. You know what I'm saying? Between the Democrats and Republicans, some of them they didn't even got divided. We can't let that divide. We can't let his political game divide us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we supposed to have one common goal as a nation. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, trust and believe, man. It's a crying shame. And like once again, the optic they set that just how they set that. Put them two young brothers up front. They ain't got no suit on. They got the regular, clothes on with a cap, and they saying basically he's saying you Pookie. I'm talking to Pookie now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. We gonna stop being hustle with this politics, man. And I'm hoping they come across the camp. I'm hoping some of them. Listen, that's one of the reasons I miss DC. That's one of the reasons I miss being in DC. I used to love going to camp in DC.
Listen, they ain't coming.
Some political aides up left and right coming down that street, boy.
Yeah,
we doing
they
them
ain't
damage
coming.
out in the street.
They ain't coming. They want a safe space, a safe environment to be able to do this, film it, and then put it on TV, so that people watching when they sit in home, and when we sitting in our homes, and our homes is not Mar-a-Lago or Martha's Vineyard or somewhere out there, in Chesapeake or Potomac. When we sit in our homes and we have a certain level of discontent, we want to do better. Black people, we always trying to do better. Get the better credit, catch up on your bills, trying to do this, trying to do that. Because we trying to take ourselves out of a certain level of poverty. And he come on TV and say this thing here, brother, they delivering. This here is a nuclear bomb. This here is a nuclear bomb, and just like a nuclear bomb, when it goes off, is the after effects that's is sometimes worse in damage. I don't think everybody really understand. It would be better Iran just send missiles in the hood. At least we'll know Iran is an enemy and we got to fight back. This year, this is real warfare.
Right.
This is real, straight up, unadulterated warfare.
Yep.
Let me play some more if you could.
Just real quick. So which Captain Khan was talking about the optics of this picture, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. My glasses might be a little foggy. But isn't that female also smiling while Barack is chastising brothers?
Yeah, because the whole thing is a setup. The whole thing is a setup. The one over his shoulder, with the look like a height up face. I think he's a Hamite. The one in the back of him look like a Hamite or Arab or something. They're all well-to-do, hoity-toity, political brass. The one in the back there,
House Negroes.
Say again?
They're trying to represent House Negroes.
That's what they're trying to represent. They're trying to represent the graduates of Howard and the graduates of Morgan State and the graduates of Hampton U and all the black universities, and you know what I mean. But you know, this could be a whole array of Hamites here that you know want to talk down on black men. Like it's okay to always do.
Mm-hmm.
In America, it's okay to always just rinse your mouth on black men. Just wash your mouth out on black men. Let me get some. Go ahead, Cap. Go ahead. Come on.
No, I was just gonna say, like, did we also talked about how that brother got stomped by the Trump supporters?
No, not yet, not yet.
Okay.
I wanted to get the full of this tape. I don't know if you'll have time for that one.
Okay.
But this tape here, I ain't want this go under the radar at all. Let me pull
And
it up.
Because of Putin, and you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that because part of it makes me think, I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
You see it? And this is for the brothers. I'm talking to men directly. And I think this ain't had nothing to do with the broad being a dummy. This ain't had nothing to do with the broad having a promiscuous past. This ain't got nothing to do with her policies, it really has nothing to do with us. This ain't got nothing to do with none of that. All this has to do with, just like when he was running, it was white versus black. Now when she's running, it's male versus female. You just don't like women. How many times have you ever heard that argument when you're trying to talk sense into some dumb broad? You just don't like women.
And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. And I think anybody you are talking to in a barbershop, anybody you are talking to in your house, in your family, at church, who is coming with that kind of attitude, I think you have to ask them, well, how can that be? Because the women in our lives have been getting our backs this entire time. They've been raising us and working and having our backs.
They've been having our backs. They wasn't in the front. We wasn't having their backs. They've been having our backs, Barack Obama.
Right.
They was playing the supporting role. A black woman supported you to the White House. What are you talking about now? You trying to say, well, what? Now to put her in the White House? No. They've been having our backs the entire time. And now you're making them turn our backs on us.
Cap.
Come on.
Salake, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds as if he's trying to tell you, listen to what that woman in the house is telling you to do.
Yes.
She been bringing in the money. She been taking care of you. You understand? Listen to what she is telling you to do and put this other woman in power because it's been working for you. Barack Obama, sadly, it has not been working for black men with black women in charge.
At all. At all.
And it has not been working for black men. It has not been working for young black brothers with black women in charge. It has not. You understand? But that's the game he playing because the Christian church done find a way to put the black woman in charge. And now he's just feeding off of that and trying to get young black men to go listen to their woman to go vote for some woman because this woman giving them the right to abort the baby.
Right.
You understand? There ain't nothing else they're talking about giving the black woman, but that power in her mind to go abort a child.
Right.
What else is Kamala talking about giving black women? What else?
Exactly.
Or like a black woman to tell me what she giving them.
Salaki. If I could, Cap. No, what you saying is so right, Cap. Now I thought, like, to them on the campaign, that abortion is on their only portion. That's the only thing. Like they're not talking about anything other issue. They won't even talk about any other issue for black women other than abortion, a woman's right to reproductive rights. They're not talking about any other rights that you have. Only the right to execute your child. Like these are the things, and you know what's so heavy, man? Oh man, Captain Shock, you said something. It slipped my mind. You were saying something so heavy, man, and it slipped my mind when we were talking. When you was talking about, oh man, it was right on the tip of my tongue, man. But when you really look at it, look at how he's doing, how he's trying to divide us. Oh, I know what it was. How you mentioned with Queen Vashti,
Yeah.
right? In with the Book of Esther.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's so what's going on, which is why you see other nations are very, very, very meticulous about certain types of rhetoric among their women. Other nations are very, very, very meticulous about what their women, about anyone trying to even just trying to package a message strictly to the women. These other nations, they don't allow that. You know what I'm saying? You would never see them like the captains brought out. You would never see them try to package a message solely for the women of another nation, because the men know what that means. It means the same thing that happened in the Garden of Eden, an overthrow out of paradise, out of their the nucleus of the family. What they are doing, Barack Obama is using feminist rhetoric. They're using the feminist rhetoric. Oh, you're not voting for her because you don't want black women in charge.
Come on.
That is textbook divide and conquer, brothers and sisters. And you have to see this, because listen, he didn't say some black, he said he put it in a category. If you don't vote for her, you must have a problem with women. And mainly women who have power and influence, you are intimidated by that.
Right.
That's why the wise men, when they spoke to King Ahasuerus in the Book of Esther of his kingdom, they said, if you don't fix this issue, then you're gonna have an uproar in the kingdom, because women will despise their husbands. And there's some brothers out there, we know you out there listening. Your wife has been a pro-Democrat since forever, and now she's gonna turn the heat. She ain't gonna just turn the heat up on the stove when you cooking. She's gonna turn the heat up in that household. And if you need, once again, the UPK, we here for you, brother. We here for you. Give us a call. We will help you. We will help you with that spirit of rebellion in your household. But you got to be strong. You understand? Because this is what's getting ready, what's happening in these households in America. And some of you brothers, you're going to go vote because your wife told you to vote.
Yeah.
Some of you going to do that.
Yeah. Happy wife, happy life.
Come on, man. So like, I yield.
Let me play a little bit more, because we have another video. Captain Ash come through and he clutch with a bomb of a video here, brother, just to bring back what's really going on.
Facts. And when we get in trouble, when the system's not working for us, they're the ones who are out there marching and protesting. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you?
Hold up. We up here that he said has a history of denigrating you. So I thought, we were all the same. If they denigrate us, he's not denigrating you, Barack Obama. But you see, you can't hide. You can't hide. In every card game, the Joker must come out. In every card game, the Joker must come out. The Joker is on the table now. He's telling you we're not the same, because he's denigrating you, not us. He's making a clear difference between us and him.
Because you think that's a sign of strength? Because that's what being a man is? Putting women down? That's not acceptable. That's not it. This shouldn't even be a question.
No, there's another part of the video where he damn near downright say you hate women if you don't do it. And if Kamala loses, it'll be your fault. Now, Captain Ash had this video here. Remember, he just said you're gonna consider somebody who always denigrating you. Let's see this video.
And the interesting thing about the African American experience in this country is that we are sort of a mongrel people. I mean, we're all kind of mixed up. Yeah. And we are sort of a mongrel people. We are sort of a mongrel people. We are sort of a mongrel people.
Mongrel. As he sits with a bunch of women talking about black people. We are mongrel people. Meanwhile, I can't call a chink a mongoloid. They say stop Asian hate. I can't say they're mongoloid, even though they have a whole empire called the Mongolian Empire. I can't call them mongoloids. But you could go on TV and call us mongrel people. Black man, I pray you get the strength. I pray the Lord, boy, give you the Holy Spirit in these next few weeks coming up to this election to stand strong in your household, boy. Because what they're pouring into your woman to come up against you is diabolical. Is absolutely diabolical. And listen, the general said it long ago. When you arguing with that woman, you're not arguing with your wife. You're arguing with the TV. You're arguing with the radio. You're arguing with the newspaper. And we see it. We just look at the videos that prove it. Exactly. You're going to have to battle Obama in your house because Kamala can't beat a racist like Trump.
Exactly.
Because she's too weak. Now your marriage had to go into therapy. Listen, man, you better come find Commander Johnny Yahanna quickly, where he could teach you the real art of war. You're reading all kind of Shang-Chu books and all kind of nonsense. You come up in here, you learn the real art of war. You learn how to really rule your household. You learn how to wear your masculinity all the way suited and booted and right, and be able to have your sisters willingly have your back and not game up. Some old game up, somebody gaming them up and all kind of nonsense, and not with a trade-off. Right. Where having your back means you had to bow down to them. None of that. In fact, if it is your spine a little too soft, she ain't gonna have it. She gonna have a problem.
That's right.
She gonna have a problem. You come up in here and get that thing in your spirit, in your brain, in your chest, man. Because, brother, that shit Obama doing.
So lock it, Cap.
Oh man, come on.
If I could,
go ahead.
Just real fast. Do you want me to also send you the link when he's called black people? Tell brothers and sisters to pull themselves up by the bootstrap. I mean,
okay,
the clip
is that the one? Is that the one in Florida? There's one in Florida where he said a ton of deadbeat dads, and a brother challenged him, and he told the brother, "Come down here and talk to me like that. Say that to my face or something like that."
So this speech was done in Washington, D.C., but I'll look for that one.
Yeah, no sweat. Yeah, if you could find that one, that'll be good. Go ahead, Kahan, because we right up on the time. We should definitely go. Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
Come. And you know what's so heavy about the truth, man? And people don't understand this about the Bible. But you only understand this in the UPK, man. The Bible is the only book that gives the history of the future.
That's right.
It's the only book that gives the history of the future.
That's right.
No other book can tell you the history of the future than the Bible. Usually you think history is in the past, but the Bible gives you the history of the future. When you look at this situation that's going on, it happened before. Like Captain Mashak said, there's so many things that's being packaged for the Black, Latino, and Native American Indian woman. And it's packaged directly to send towards you. Eve didn't come up with that idea of eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil on her own.
Right.
She was sold that message. And she bought it. And then used that to undermine Adam. And he went along with it. Yep. This is what you got to understand with how these people play these games. Don't lean to the left, don't lean to the right. The truth is centered. You know what I'm saying? You can't get the truth from a lie, brothers and sisters.
That's
you
right.
can't. If she's running her campaign off being black when she's not black, what does that tell you about her? We
That's
already
right.
know about Donald Trump. But once again, this is they going for, listen, whether they win the election or not, whether she win it or not, it don't matter. You think these people care about her winning the election? They're gonna be civilized? It's not gonna happen. It's not going to happen. Why? Because God is in this, man. You know what I'm saying? They want to beat your spirit down. Don't
Right.
let the people beat your spirit down by these political games, man. You know what I'm saying? And notice, like, once again, they didn't pull the race card about 100 times this whole month. I keep hearing black this, black jobs, you ain't black man, black woman. But when you come on the street, what they say, it's not about race. It ain't about color.
Right.
We talk about Christ being black. Well, you know, if we all bleed red. Well, why ain't you saying that on the campaign? Isn't that racist to say black voters for Kamala Harris or blacks for Kamala Harris?
Right.
Isn't that racist? I mean, they didn't even use the term African American. They made sure to load the lowest common denominator, blacks.
Yeah.
You understand? So you got to understand before you pick up a book, know the target audience as well as the table of contents. Salaki, I yield.
Salaki, and this is what you call, you know what I mean, definition of blackface. You understand? Two people who are not black, but they portray themselves as being black. You understand? And to the point too, it's almost as if you trying to, okay, why it is they said she was the first, what, I think Asian woman, they said also too, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Why he not talking to the Asian community?
Exactly.
Right.
Why you don't go talk to them Asian men? You know what I mean? Wang and Chong. Why you don't go talk to them?
Right.
You understand? Why you don't go talk to Mirage and them?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Why he don't go talk to them? Because for sure, they have, you know what I mean, what all politician wants, which is what? Money. They got Chinatown in almost every major city.
Yeah.
You have your East Indians who own your donuts, your donut shop, and your gas station, and your hotels. Go talk to them. Go push them to vote.
Right.
Why are you trying to push it on black people? We've been voting for what? Since we came out of slavery. You understand? Since we came out of slavery, we've been trying to vote our way into power, and it has failed. Been trying. You understand? We had dog sicked on us. We had water hose put on us. You understand? People got whooped for trying to join these people. And you still want us to what? To go vote? For what? You was in office for what? 8 years? And what you did for black people?
Yeah.
What you did for black people? Nothing. Like, and the point, I think some of you all bring the point out also too. She's in office right now. She's the vice president right now.
Right.
What is she doing for black men? What is she doing for Pookie?
Right.
What's she doing for Pookie? Nothing. Nothing. But we all know what they're going to do for these small hats. We all know it's you know what I mean, it ain't like we're questioning whether she going to help them or not. We know what she's going to do. Yeah. She's going to help everybody else except black people.
Except. Yep.
You understand? She's going to help everybody else except black people. And black men, you better not fall for it. I know these simpleton women, they're going to fall for it. But black men, you do not fall for it. Hispanics, Native Indians, First Nation men, you all do not fall for this garbage.
Yep.
Okay.
You understand? As Commander General Yahanna said, we don't need a black man or a black woman in the White House. We need a black man and black woman in the black man house.
Yeah,
you understand?
right.
We need the nucleus of the family in the black house.
That's right.
We can't depend on them politicians to run our house.
Right.
They destroy our home.
Right.
Because that's what Barack Obama is doing. Barack Obama is bringing a division into our home. And we can't accept that.
Damn right.
I yield.
Listen, if it is, the black man's vote is so important, and black woman been supported, and she black, how come she didn't marry a black man?
Oh my good. Come on, Cap.
Hey, listen, man.
Come
Listen,
on, Cap.
I think we done there.
Come on, Cap.
She didn't go marry a black
Cap, you put the nail in the coffin on him, Cap. Come on, they don't want to talk about that, Cap.
They don't want to talk about that, man.
You put the nail in the coffin.
At least Obama went and get a sister.
Yeah.
She ain't marry a black man.
Come on, Cap.
Come, listen, y'all playing the game backwards, and y'all gonna try to guilt trip black men. And I pray and hope black men hear the voice of Commander General Yahanna. I hope and pray black men done, been paying attention for the last 12 to 16 years since Obama was campaigning in 2008. I hope they really, look at the history and listen to what the UPK is saying, and do not fall for this nonsense, man. Let that broad, lose.
That's right.
Let that broad lose. Let her go down. Listen, it don't matter who in the White House, man. You come up in the UPK here, man, you see the Lord stand for you before the heathen.
Right.
You see the Lord standing for you before the heathen. I'm praying for the day when the Lord, publicly brings judgment for every idle word this heathen said, because this here is absolutely disrespectful to black men.
Damn right,
absolutely disrespectful to black men. Like, who the hell do you think you are, man?
Damn right.
Think you are to talk to us like that, man? Like, what the hell? Like, you disappointed. This is not good enough. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Right.
Man, go ahead.
So lock it, Cap.
Come on.
Now, what you saying was so heavy. And since we talking making political decisions, who you marry is a political decision.
That's right.
Because you want to talk politics, let's get personal. Who you marry is a political decision. Okay? Who you pay your tithes to is a political decision. You keeping the law, statutes, and commandments is a political. You keeping the Passover is a political decision.
That's right.
If we want to talk politics, the law is tied to all of that. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, that's a political decision. Once again, you talking about pick a candidate, we telling you to pick your campaign. If you for the Lord, you keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? This right here, Captain Shock laid it out. If she's so much for black people, see, he couldn't answer that question on the mic live. Okay, she for black people, she's black. Why didn't she marry a black man?
Right.
Huh? She gonna give me this, but she gave her body to another race.
Right.
What? Hold up. Isn't that a political decision? You married a black woman. Why couldn't she marry a black man? See, you got to be, if you want to be black, you got to be black all across the board. Once again, a lot they trying to run it. I don't care if it's AI or a lie. Don't be fooled by the nonsense. The UPK has the spirit of discernment.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? These politicians can't go to toe with Commander General Yahanna and our UPK.
Right.
They can't go to toe with us.
That's right.
Because they're gonna get answered some uncomfortable political questions out here.
That's right.
And the world, see, we've been waiting for a long time for these types of moments. But trust and believe that day coming. You know what I'm saying? We gonna clash with these politicians, local, state, and federal, with the doctrine they've been trying to push to our people. The Lord is setting it up. You know what I'm saying? And boy, it's gonna be lights, camera, action. So lock it, I yield.
Listen, you Cap, you done. That's it. I didn't think we had to do no more. I didn't think we had to do no more. She gonna be more hurt than Hillary. That's all I'm gonna say. With that, pay your tithes, man. ISUPK.com. Go into there, man. Get up on that PayPal. Send in your money, man. 10% of all increase on earnings belong to the Lord. Send that thing in, man. Watch what we do. Watch what we do, man. Send it in. Send that bread in. Go check out Commander General Yahanna every Monday night live on the same channel for Black Watch with the heavy hits in the crew. Live. Also John Mahima class every Monday, 7 p.m. Every Thursday, 7 p.m. on One West IS UPK online classes. Passover coming up April 12th. Atlanta, Georgia, man. We're going to be down in the ATL. Bringing it down, bringing it home. It's going to be a monster week. I don't hear any plans. You all don't want to miss this Black Party. You all don't want to miss this scripture breakdown, this lamb slaughter, this Passover, this unleavened bread. Trust me, man. You'll have a rough time. I'll be down there again. Notice. Things in place, man. So get yourself together, man. For that's tax season. File them taxes early, first weekend. You can get that return, man, and you can plan that thing. Drive down, fly down, whatever you want to do, and get down there, man. This year, no excuses, man. No excuses. Again, I want to thank the whole crew for coming out. That come through every Friday, every Saturday night, as usual. Captain Nathan, I know, I think he just dropped off. He has some technical difficulties. We got Captain Hun holding it down, always coming down with the insight, bringing it forward. You know what I mean? Captain Ashapariam bringing all that stuff.
All right.
Spanish-speaking tribe and the insight. You know what I mean? Captain Kapash coming through as well.
All right.
But Yahanna Trinidad holding it down for us.
That's
tonight.
right.
You know, Lord of Lord, we're gonna have him back next week. I know Officer Warrior, exactly. You know, running back from the camps here, the academy tomorrow. Commander General Yahanna gonna be on the road for the Hebrew Academy tomorrow, man. Y'all pop up straight, man. Make sure the push-ups looking good. He might be in your academy. You know? So with that,
So like, sir, can I plug the podcast?
Come on, please.
Listen, for the all brothers and sisters of Latino America, if you get to see this, man, you can join us also every Sunday, Machete Show from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, we'll do podcasts similar to this one in English. We'll do it in Spanish, and we cover all ranges of topics, so don't miss out. 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Machete Show todo los domingos.
Damn right. All right.
Most time, Christ.
That's right.
Most time, Christ. Man. So what for that too? Toma. Ya me escuchaba que
Ya tú sabes.
This is what I want to ask Barack Obama this right now.
I got big ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste, we vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, delete ass, lil' fame, I'm on wall, got the same, for wrong, these people, I try to tell these motherfuckers time and time, nigga, for wrong, pussy ass, purple ass nigga, man, for wrong, nigga took one ass right, niggas better get their weight up, you little body bitch, worry about a damn pay cut, you little body bitch, I ain't worried about none of these niggas, little body bitch, you damn scare rag, cow ass little body bitch, had to fuck around, get my rank up, you little body bitch, mash your pot, you little body bitch, and I'm smooth with it, y'all a zock, you little body bitch, and I switch nigga on your thought, you little body bitch, and I'ma stay turning like the cars, you little body bitch, and I'm so cold like a bond, you little body bitch, and I'm a warrior like Dan Gabar, you little body bitch, and my aim like Nana Zock, you little body bitch, need a princess part bar, you little body bitch, or anyone down the slide, you little body bitch, yeah. I keep a couple straps in my ride, you little body bitch, just in case anyone wanna die, cause I'm body bitch. I got B-Ray, you mad, get stoned, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste, we vibe, we lay, we purple, we gay, we jazz, love fame, all on, not same,
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're